He said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey, 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 hey.
Welcome to the Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Allahu Akbar.
I'm rolling.
What the hell did Joe Rogan do this time?
Don't even.
Oh no, I think
It's the same stupid
It's
shit.
it's just people.
There's one video of him being corrected live on air again, and he just is too stupid to even realize.
People like that fuckhead. He's talking about, of course he thinks horrible things about Trudeau. Blah, blah. Yeah. Okay, so it's mostly the Trudeau stuff. I mean, he's so predictable. It's like, of course you hate Justin
it's not even
Trudeau.
worth talking about.
Of course you hate Trudeau. It was mostly there was a lot of people talking like, I don't know if Bill Burr did it consciously, but he refuted
really
some of the
riled.
shit that he refuted some of the stuff that Joe was saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like I don't know if he did it on purpose or if it was just a lot of people were
Just
saying
accidentally proved him wrong because it's so easy.
it. Yeah.
Was Burr on there recently?
No, he was on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, he went fucking nuts.
And then so when he was saying some of that stuff, people were like, "Oh shit, he's talking shit about Joe Rogan." And I was like, "I'm not sure if he is. I don't think he is. I think it's just Joe Rogan was repeating some of the bullshit and Bill Burr."
Oh, right, yeah. I don't think he was specifically talking about him.
It was just that like, Joe Rogan specifically said it was the biggest stir of one of the conspiracy theories of like the fires or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like it looks like he was refuting Joe. I was like, I don't know if it was that.
It's only mismanagement.
Yeah, it's still like that. Like, and
It's so crazy.
It was the homeless thing because Joe was the one saying the homeless. Joe hates homeless people now. He never used to.
It's just astounding because he looks like a homeless person.
But yeah, he hates them now. So
Yeah.
that was.
They wanted him off that thing. I could tell Jimmy was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get in fucking so much shit."
It was definitely even like
Jimmy
there
wanted
was,
him off.
There was
The
nervous.
crowd was cheering.
When he was like, "Oh, we're back to Luigi," huh?
Yeah,
He's
there
like,
was.
I never
left Luigi. There was nervous energy in the crowd.
There's always nervous.
Well, not in the crowd. The crowd was cheering.
Oh, no. Like they were cheering at some points, but the laughs. Bill Burr was looking at the crowd to like kind of like yeah, but there was kind of like not all bursting in laughter because it wasn't just cheeky bullshit. It was like, oh, this is real. So there was like people like us laughing, and then there was other people like, should I laugh?
There's always nervous energy whenever Bill Burr is on a show that isn't Conan. Like whenever he's like, I remember he did. I remember he did one with the audience might remember this. Also, hi. Well,
Yeah.
Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. Yeah.
You said we were rolling.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do.
Yeah, we'll do a clap. We'll leave this in. Whatever.
Oh, of course.
There you go.
All right.
We're all set. Welcome to the Snark Tank podcast. Patreon.com/Snark Tank. We just kind of started talking. Whoops.
My brain didn't fully grasp that you said
Neither
we're
did
rolling.
I. I looked at the numbers and I was like, "That's strange."
And I'm just like,
I said we were rolling like twice, and then we just kept
you
talking.
said it twice.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Or at least I think I did. I don't know. Now I feel.
I know you said it once
might have
because
said it one time,
my
I don't
brain
know.
recalled you saying it now because I'm like, I do remember hearing that, but it just
We
didn't register.
could also have worn the same clothes one time before, and you could be misremembering everything about the room.
That is very
because that happens way too often.
Sometimes I specifically I'm wearing this exact shirt and hat combination from that I wore yesterday on a Sacred, so people think I do a lot in one day.
Oh, that's cool. We're like, oh man, you're such a hard worker.
Grind set.
I'm gonna wear the same.
I'm not gonna change my clothes.
I've always
you
wanted
recorded
that.
49 podcasts in one day, and
In
they're
one
all
day.
5 hours somehow.
In one day. Did you ever, Hulk Hogan said that math reminds me of Hulk Hogan because he's been exposed for lying like a bunch. And one of them was, he says, so it's 365 days, right, in a year. He's like, I've worked 400 plus days in a year, brother. You know how I can do that? Flying to Japan and then flying back to America. The time change makes it for an extra.
That is so psychotic.
And then there was headlines. Breaking, Hulk Hogan invents time travel. It was like breakthrough
Technology, Hulk Hogan. Remember that photo he posted on Twitter of like poop in my gym, brother?
It was like,
HH.
Yeah, HH, poop brother, HH.
Poop brother. HH.
The picture is gone, so it just looks like he's just talking about poop. And
I
then-
know, yeah. Poop burger and change. Oh, I wanted to bring. I just because I started the thought and I didn't finish it. I know people get annoyed when that happens. There was an episode of, I think it's one of the late night guys who's not Colbert. When Bill Burr was on Colbert years ago, mega awkward energy.
Yeah.
Like incredibly. Like it was like I remember it was like a big kind of story that day because it's just like, man, he really does not know how to conduct an interview with a comedian at all. Like he just trounces all over it.
Yeah.
He's like interrupting. He's not
Really?
letting. Yeah, he's like fighting against it. He's like, why is that funny? He
Really?
doesn't say that exactly, but it's the idea.
But like that
yeah.
kind of. I've never, to be honest, I've never watched him outside of him doing his fake conservative Stephen Colbert thing, the
yeah.
Colbert Report. So I've never seen his real energy. I've only seen him one time when he used to be kind of like, I would say, in the center, kind of trying to find his way, and he endorsed Ron Paul one time when Ron Paul was running, but not for like the crazy reasons, but for the reasons like, he's talking about real issues like the foreign, military industrial complex and the Federal Reserve, shit like that. And I was like, oh yeah, that's reasonable. But barring that, I don't know anything about him actually. So that sucks that he actually sucks.
Yeah, he's just not very skilled in this specific avenue. I don't know why he has the show, really. it kind of just doesn't make sense to me. It would be like Hulk Hogan having a show like that.
Oh,
like a talk show.
I'd watch
God,
it. I'd watch it.
I would
You
watch it 'cause
would.
it would exist for like a week.
It would be maybe good from like a curiosity standpoint, for the same reason that you like maybe like stare at ants when you're a kid.
I mean,
You're
I've
like,
watched Bradley. Bradley, what's his name? The roid head, the dude that's like, I could beat up any UFC fighter. I'm fucking 270.
Bradley Martin.
Yeah, I watched his shit, and I'm like, oh my, I want to see him
who
die.
the fuck is that? I don't
That guy, he's just one of the most insecure men on the planet.
Yeah.
know.
He's like a giant dude, really strong, does bodybuilding. And then he challenges. Because he's so big, he thinks he can beat up everybody. And so all he does is like, I can easily Nate Diaz is a UFC, not a champion. He was a UFC fighter, really good, but he's small. He probably walks around at 180 pounds.
Yeah.
And he's like, I could beat you like easily. And Nate Diaz is just like, sure, like kind of dismissing him, like stop being ridiculous.
All right.
Dude, there's a part where, do you know Brian Callen?
I don't know.
He was on Mad TV.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be Joe Rogan's friend, but then I think he got accused of like raping someone, so then Joe
cool.
Rogan distanced himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
it was the whole thing. Yeah, he quit.
How long before he's back on the show?
Well, he hasn't come back on since, I think, but he did get embraced back in the comedy world because he used to have a podcast with Brendan Schaub.
Fighter and the Kid, right?
The Fighter and the Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he left for a while, but then they're like back because, of course, they embrace the rapist. They don't care.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. So anyway, long story short, Bradley Martin and Brian Callen had a quick little just sparring, there is kind of wrestling, and then like, let's do a little jujitsu. And fucking Bradley Martin is huge and got reversed by bitch ass Brian Callen. And it was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen because I'm like, Brian Callen's a stupid comedian that I feel like you could probably give him problems. And then Bradley Martin is this huge hulking roid freak that gets upset by everything.
Right.
And somehow when he was trying to take him down and like dominate him, gets reversed by one of the shittiest comedians around. And
That's
I was
crazy.
Like, and I was like, it was so much secondhand embarrassment I turned it off.
The problem with him is that he's one of the guys that like, we live in a world unfortunately now where you just can't pick fights. You said this last time, where you can't go picking fights with people anymore.
I don't know if it's that unfortunate, but like I know what you're saying.
Unfortunate for certain people because people just think like, I'm jacked, that means you could fight. And I was seeing my whole life people that are like, oh, I'm big, I can like get fight and getting beat up by people that are like
Right. Don't fuck
way
with the big
smaller
guys.
than them.
You don't have a guaranteed survival of like getting out of an altercation with an armed Dimitri Martin. You know? Like
That, yeah.
That's not a very particularly threatening individual.
Even like
Not
mixed
at
martial
all.
artists, even them, they're like, oh yeah, again, the street fight, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Bo
I
Burnham
assume I'm gonna win because I'm a trained fighter.
Bo Burnham could kill you.
Bo
He
Burnham.
could. I mean, it is.
All it takes is a gun.
What's
It takes
the
weapons.
Keto, what's the keto
That's the
thing?
scariest part.
And-
Man.
The keto thing is like the one where they trip you and they shove the upper part of your chest,
A keto
so
is
you
that
hit the floor.
Bullshit that it's supposed to be
It's-
using your energy against your.
That's
their
not what it
energy.
is. It's the grappling tech. It's like the takedown. It's like
Grappling?
I forgot what it's
Are you
called.
talking about judo?
I think is it judo?
Judo's a real one where you know it's like a lot of throwing techniques where you can also use people's energy against themselves. Like someone comes at you and then you fucking flip them.
I think
Like,
it's
use their
Are you
that.
talking about
energy to
Kinetsugami?
No.
Oh.
I think he's talking about
Sorry.
you're talking about harakiri,
Stop. So it's
seppuku. Which one? Are you
so
talking
it's one of those weird.
Talking about Panda Express?
That's crazy. He just went full sail. He was like, "Fuck it."
I told you last episode. It's a new me. It's a new racist me.
That's cool. I don't
that.
care.
I don't know
But,
what the difference is between China and Japan.
about?
I don't.
Who-
I don't.
I don't think they do. I don't think.
That's crazy.
Shout out to all the Chinese people that listen to. All
Yeah,
four of you that
all
are allowed
four of you
to.
that are they have VPNs.
Yeah, so the TikTok thing, you can just
Yeah.
get a VPN, right?
I'm assuming so.
I don't.
That's
I don't really
because
understand.
It's gone tomorrow.
Once the
Yeah.
people are going to test that theory because that it makes sense to me when I was like, oh, if there are plenty of things that you can't access regionally, and then you use a VPN, you have access to it.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like what's going to happen, unless I
Do you guys
don't know.
have you guys heard about how many places Pornhub's banned in this
Yeah,
country?
many
Uh-huh.
states. Yeah.
I've actually paid close attention to that because I wanted to see if society was going to collapse in those regions. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people that need porn to not do horrible things. Like
I think there's more than I'd like to admit.
It keeps them in their goon cave and
Right,
without
not nutting on people's legs.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's happened in a state where there's no porn.
we need
Where
to
did that
investigate.
happen? Where did like somebody?
I don't remember.
Somebody in our audience who we will not pay to do this, go investigate. I
I
want.
feel like when that was impending, people just like a bunch of like freaking terabytes of just like random hard drives were being sold at crazy rates. And being
Oh,
like,
just from like here's
like,
just,
like, what the hell?
Here's
Like,
all of Riley Reid's work. on a hard
Right.
drive.
this a whole like it is this one guy that's like a dispenser. He's like, what do you need?
Oh, there's
Or,
definitely
give me-
there must be. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's
'Cause
probably
Pornhub is
easier
one
just to get a VPN or
because
something.
Pornhub is
Yes.
one site. Also, there's
Yeah, was it
hundreds.
only Pornhub? Was that it?
It was several, I think.
I actually don't. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know anything. I don't live in a.
I
crazy
remember
place.
just paying it. Yeah, right. To live in a place that tries to. I know they said it's for. There's the concerns. Pornhub was like, we're concerned about people secure. I know they're not. They don't care about that. So to not comply, I don't know the real reason.
Right.
Right, of why they're like, oh, we're concerned about our blah 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 security because to use those sites you have to upload your ID or something like that.
I think what happens is that the workforce is diminishing so much, and people are getting so unnerved. They're like, yo, we got to do anything we can to make sure people have kids, even through the worst means possible.
Oh,
So we gotta get rid of porn. We gotta do.
I'm curious. I don't know how I feel about it really, because on some level I'm like, it's probably not amazing that we have. Like, I think porn is like one of those things where it's like guns in the sense that like I don't think we really thought about machine guns when we said like right to bear arms, you know,
Yeah.
or like
yeah.
in the same way. I don't think we thought about porn that literally like follows us that we could pull out in our pockets on the subway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand. I think porn is too accessible to a degree. Yes. But how much does that hurt people exactly?
Yeah, I mean that's debatable.
That's the like how much does it really hurt?
It's
people?
hard,
It
man.
probably hurts some people really bad.
But
it's
there's
like-
there's like the
But it's like the violent video game thing,
Yeah.
where it's like just because one person freaks out is that worth banning? I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's not worth. I'm on the side of you can't ban it. You shouldn't be able to, especially it's supposed to be for adults. But I just think societally we should just be better at moderating shit. Like what I mean by
Yeah.
is just what do they say? Everything in
Everything in moderation.
Thank you.
We need magazines back. Let's bring back magazines.
That is like a perfect medium.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It is. It's like it. I actually miss. I was like, oh man, you know, it would be nice to get another Game Informer and get like. There's just sometimes some feelings that I sometimes miss and then the smell of the paper and like flipping through.
Dude, those
it.
old Game Informers are high quality, man.
Yeah.
When I was home for New York, when I was home in New York, I still have like the stack of like old Game Informers. Like I had like an insane amount of them. And I was opening them, and I was just like, damn, like they just feel really high quality. The new ones that they like because they rebooted for a little bit, and then they got shut down immediately.
Yeah, like a little GameStop project.
Yeah. But I have all of them. I have every single one of the new run of Game Informers, and they feel like I don't even know. They feel like they're vegan somehow. Like there's something about it.
I want to get a porno mag so heavily cum crusted that I can throw on a gun and it will shatter.
Why would you want that?
Just to have it.
Whose
just,
cum is
the
that?
aesthetic. Mine, maybe.
Oh, so you mean you get a porno mag, work on it for I don't know how many years?
2-3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Weeks.
2-3 weeks.
Oh my goodness,
Dude, that is a
crazy.
lot of. That's a lot. I mean,
have you ever owned a porno magazine? I got one in like 20, like I think 19 or 18, when I accidentally stumbled drunk from like a bar into like a place where they were having the alt porn awards.
oh, cool.
It was crazy, and they gave me like a to-go bag.
Oh,
With like a bunch of, they had like a porno mag and like a crop top with my free cams on it. That I wish I still had it. I don't know where the hell it is.
I've never gotten one actually.
I don't own a
Come
porno
to think of
mag.
it, that disappoints me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I bought a DVD, of course, on my 18th birthday.
Porno mags are.
I have one porn DVD.
Is it from? Is it the
No,
one that,
no, it's not that one. I have one porn DVD.
we found a porn DVD in a friend of ours' desk.
Oh,
When he like
I think you mentioned that.
We talked about it on the podcast before,
Yeah.
but like he left the country and he was like, just keep the desk, and we were like, we don't want this desk, so we broke it open and we found like
What
just
was-
one.
what was it again?
It was like just a Japanese.
Of course it
It
was.
was just a normal.
sound
It wasn't
like-
like anime or anything.
It's not light.
I fucking hate that. I saw a good. This was
Japanese
this
too.
this was the good.
Okay,
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
This was actually because the thing that turns me off is the cat moaning or whatever. The chicks where they sound like they're so high pitched they almost sound like cats.
I think the DVD might have been before. It felt vintage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was before that.
Before that
craze, I
shit, see,
think.
because I'm cool with that. I saw something recently on Twitter, which actually I was like, this rules, because it's like at a fancy bar that's like Oak Bar, and then like there's girls behind the bar, and there's one girl sitting down. They're fully clothed, and then all of a sudden a dick just pops out of a hole. So it's like a glory hole bar, and she's like sophisticated, just fucking going to town on
with
this
it with
thing.
a pinky up.
And I was like, that is the coolest. That's my type of society I want to live in. Like it reminds me of like almost
Of
like
course it is.
an LA noir.
LA noir.
Like everything's like
Dark and gray.
Yeah, it's like it's
where
very.
there's a dick getting sucked in.
It's
kind of
old timey. Has an old timey vibe that like.
It's like Bleak but put together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden it's just porn. And I was
Porn-
like,
I
but it was
feel-
Japanese, and I was like, these motherfuckers. I was like,
They're innovating over there. There's like a fucking.
There's a wave. There's
There's
wave.
auteurs over there, man, doing crazy shit. Auteurs.
yeah.
The I don't know. Porn magazines is like you can't really. Porn magazines are like tarot cards, I think, where like you have to be gifted them.
Yeah.
It's bad juju to buy a porn
It's
magazine.
bad juju. Don't say that. I was
don't-
gonna buy one.
I don't have porn mags, but I have a porn comic book that I've been reading for like 13 years though.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
A
that you
comic
just
book? What do you
read
mean? Like a
porn
printed
comics.
out? A printed
No,
out comic book?
it's like a web comic made by a creator that I found when I was like 14.
Is it black and white?
No, it's colored.
Oh.
It's colored. That's why I wouldn't. Of course, it's colored.
What does it do for you? So it's one of the.
I don't. It's just. I think it's a long term investment now.
There's like a lore to it.
It's like sunken cost. Yeah.
sunken cost.
Anyway,
I mean, hey, fair enough, man. I guess.
I'm like, dude, I've messaged him on Twitter. I'm like, yo, please finish this.
Look.
I'm in my 30s
I'm almost
now.
done. I'm
Please
almost done. I'm in my
finish.
30s. I've been jerking off since high school. Dude, well, speaking of degenerate behavior, so there was
Not that degen.
I mean,
It's rather sophisticated compared to many of the porn.
right. I mean,
consumers.
you're not like coming on a dog's eyes, but like, I mean, it's fucking like it's like it's
That's so fucking.
It just
heinous.
doesn't even know what's going on.
it just doesn't.
It's just happy to be there.
It thinks it's being fed. It starts biting like a hose. Listen, so there was this guy. I don't know if anybody else saw it. This might have been like a highly localized Twitter thing, but I saw it and I couldn't believe it. It's equal parts tragic and hilarious to me. But so there's a video of this guy going up to what I presume to be a bikini barista kind of thing.
Yes.
You know those
Yes.
people don't. Do you know what they are?
I have an idea.
It's pretty
extremely
self-explanatory.
niche.
Yeah.
Extremely niche, but yeah, I've
They-
heard of their
They have them in
existence.
Seattle and like Tacoma in that area. I know for sure. But it's basically it's Hooters for coffee.
Exactly.
You drive through and there's like there's tits and then you get your coffee and you drive away.
Yeah.
So this guy pulls up And I guess he's been giving the staff problems because this video opens up with them approaching him with a phone, which doesn't, you don't do that to a random person you have no history with.
Exactly.
So he goes up with a phone and he's like, he looks so normal. It's crazy. Have you seen the video?
Regular guy. Yeah, I saw the
It is insane. So he looks so normal. He's like smiling a little bit. He's like, man, I'm gonna get my coffee. I'm gonna see tits. And then they go up to him and they lean over his window and he's got no pants on. And they go, I can't remember what they say in the video. They're like, get the hell out of here.
You need to leave.
You need to leave. And then his expression drops immediately. He drives away. And then later on in the day, we find out that he killed himself.
Yeah. No, hold on. I don't know if it was. I heard that he killed himself when he found out he went viral.
Oh,
I don't know the specifics.
I know he had a kid and a wife.
Yeah,
I didn't know. What are you doing? Why would you do that?
Yeah, so that's what's crazy about it. So I saw the photo.
Why would you do that to me?
I saw the photo.
I didn't need to know that.
Which, by the way, is really it's a little fucked up to share that photo because it's come on, leave them out of it. Like they didn't, But
I was so happy with the story that he's like, oh, he had a wife and kid. I was like,
the kid's a baby though. To be fair,
okay, so
That's even worse,
dude, when you grow
it's
up,
worse for the mom. It's not worse for the kid. The kid's not.
mommy, what happened to daddy?
He died in a war.
Yeah. He died in the war.
A war with himself.
Yeah, she never specified, so she passes the lie detector test because it's not a lie. She's just omitting really important information.
The war within 2025.
Yeah, but
Battle
so
of the barista.
But yeah, dude, there's a photo of him with his wife and the kid. And they're like, and it's super recent. You can tell. So
oh man,
dude,
that shit fucking. When I saw the wife and the kid picture, I was like, I'm not gonna make videos right now. I just I can't. I'm not. I was gonna tweet. I was literally tweeting something, and I was like, nah, it's just really not the time.
That must have been why he killed himself.
Because it went viral, yeah.
It went viral, but also he's like, oh my God, I can't live with the shame of my wife finding this out. Blah, or whatever he did.
That's crazy. That's
what
so
did he
insane.
do?
He just, I don't know.
He did a backflip on a sword or something?
A gainer on a sword.
That's the most convoluted way to kill yourself. Backflip. First, you have to find a way to stabilize the sword.
He gets a pony clamp, right? You have like a pony, you have like a clamp,
Cranks
like a vice or a vice grip on the table.
Right up, and you're like, he lands, lets out the largest scream for only 3 seconds.
Yeah, and then it immediately cuts off.
Then he's
If you cut yourself directly in half, and two halves of you fall to the side, are both of them screaming?
I guess you can't scream.
I feel like neither. You're not going to be able to.
But both of them have at least one lung.
But you don't. Your windpipe is it's split.
That's not how that works.
And
it is.
So what if one side is cut enough to where your vocals are intact on one
the
side?
other side?
Okay, how about this? Both sides, but they land face like open side down, so a vacuum is created.
Yeah, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's that discovery was made by Dr. Mangula.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, if
I wonder.
directly in half,
what's
and they
crazy?
fall face down,
Open side down.
I wonder what kind of shit he really found out about people dying. Like what kind of fuck shit he probably knows about the human body dying that other people just don't know because they have never tried it.
I feel like I don't know, man. Look, of the reasons to kill yourself.
It's not funny. It's truly not funny.
It's so low.
Look, it is. Make no mistake. It's deviant, creepy behavior to jerk off with no pants at a fucking bikini barista place. But I'm looking at this guy, and immediately he kills himself, and then there are pedophiles just walking around, perfectly fine. What the fuck?
That's the problem because pedophiles don't think they're doing anything wrong. They usually believe in their hearts of hearts, I should be able to do this.
What's wrong with everybody? What's wrong with everybody else?
That's why,
we've been doing this for thousands of years, and suddenly it's not okay.
I mean, actually, that's a good point, right? They're probably like, "Well,
that is literally probably the
society's
argument.
collapsing because we deviated from fucking little boys." What in the?
I thought that was like a gang of raving pedophiles coming to protest our show.
Are you making fun of us?
Are you making fun of us?
I wish you were a little boy. I would teach you a lesson.
If you were a little boy, I would kill you and do things.
dice you up and then hide you and get caught later because I'm stupid.
Anyway, so this guy's dead.
Yeah, this guy's dead as shit, man. That's crazy. I didn't know. People are finding out the origins. I feel like this is one of those things where we don't need to know anything about him, so we can just stay on the level of like, this is funny. What an idiot!
Right. It turns out like we learned that like he was actually working on a cure for cancer and got real close. And like, he was on the precipice of getting a Nobel fucking peace prize.
Or for some weird occurrence, his pants disappeared unbeknownst to him.
It wasn't even him. It was.
Could you imagine it wasn't him?
He was like, how did this happen? But
he was smiling again, having again, like, thank you for your. Oh man. He was still in smile frames. He couldn't cancel his smile.
He genuinely just forgot his pants. He has like a reverse Flash in his life, who's like meddling.
Imagine how many people have that. Like, there's a bunch of reverse Chris. Every time you want to do something goes wrong. You're like, yo, this is not me. And then you find out years later, all of your major fuck ups are because of this one actual person.
I would go to jail, I think, trying to kill that person.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why? I would just be like, why?
That's like that Thanos thing where he's like, he tortures that guy on his birthday every year.
Yeah. That human guy.
That just his name's David or something. And he's torturing since he was a baby. It's like, what the hell? That's such a deep level of hatred. I've never felt that level of hatred for anything or anyone, really. Genuinely. That's
so cosmic. Right. Thanos is a force, you know?
Yeah.
And showing up in this guy's 1-bedroom apartment that's all shabby, just sitting on his couch, breaking the couch. He weighs like 900 pounds, and he's just like, I like knowing you're not happy. And it's like, why, Thanos?
What do you get? What do you get from this, sir?
Like cosmic satisfaction, clearly.
I guess so.
It just makes me feel good.
I guess so. I mean, I guess it probably makes fucking.
I'd
Death
slap
squirt.
him. Does
it make Death squirt? Is that what it is? Like, it's like she's like edging, or she's about to squirt.
I think she is doing it for death. I think he is doing it for death.
Like, and it's like some type of like edging thing.
He's just an asshole.
I swear to God, I thought it was like.
I think it's kind of both.
I mean, yeah, but like they don't mention death. It's just him being an asshole. Yeah. This guy deserves a bad life for some reason.
I just think it makes her like, you know, it's the female equivalent of gooning.
I'd give him Fent. I give no, it's I feel like it wouldn't work. I feel like it wouldn't work, but like,
would you? How would it?
You Fent up Hulk and he calms back down.
Well, he would.
Is that how you? That's how you defeat him. Are you gonna watch Red Hulk?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see it.
You gonna see it?
I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know about this DIE. Wait,
DI Hulk.
I don't even.
You read comics. You know Red Hulk's been around for a while.
I don't know about
DEI should DIE.
I don't. It's DI.
DIE Hulk.
Some fucking dumb asshole said that.
I've definitely
so
seen
clever.
it. I've definitely seen it.
You've seen it already?
I remember making that joke and then seeing it.
That's what the guy said before he killed himself. DIE, and then he blew his brains out with a fucking Mauser.
He did a backflip and then somehow hit the trigger at the last second.
He stabbed himself. He fell down. He fell on the trigger. A fucking whole entire like what are those like pulley system things called? They had at Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Pulleys?
No, they're not. What are they called? The whole like the ball falls down the hill, then it
Rube
rolls
Goldberg
into
machines.
There you go. He falls into one of those and it blows his head off.
That is,
and then it FaceTimes his kid right before it happens too. And the kid's like,
"Oh, man.
Daddy,
father,
greatest."
For one frame, he's him, and then the next frame, he's a clicker from fucking Last of Us. His face is like exploded open.
And that kid just like, no!
Oh no!
It would be crazy if that was
he's
just
a grown,
genuinely
he's
like
a grown man, Heath Ledger. Like
he's fucking white too.
It's Heath Ledger.
Wow.
But yeah, so that guy died. Sucks for his for that
father,
family.
For freeing me.
I'm back now. I'm resurrected. It's a giant suicide joke. You combine every suicide together to one mega suicide joke.
What was this guy's name? Does anybody know his name?
No, it doesn't matter.
Well, like, we know like everything about him except for his name, I guess.
Suicidus.
Suicidus. The god of suicide.
Clown. His name is Suicidus Clown. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Suicidus the clown.
He was a clown.
He's like Uncle Magic.
Uncle
like,
Magic.
Suicidus the clown. It's me, Suicidus the clown.
I'm finna take my life.
Does he just do various suicide tricks? Because he has to have a business, so he has to repeat.
Yeah,
I'd assume he's immortal. He's someone cursed with immortality.
Well, he ain't immortal
trying to
because
kill
he's gone.
himself.
He does little tricks where he lynches himself, but he's fine. He shoots himself in the head, but he's fine.
Yeah.
And then all the kids are like, "Wow, I should try that."
But then he finds the one thing that can kill him, and he finally did it. He finally did it's like the inputs you put into your brain that'll kill you instantly. He did that. He went and got coffee, had no pants, got really upset, and this time it would kill him.
That was it. Those were the conditions. Okay.
You had to go get coffee.
Well,
What if those were just jeggings that were brown? You know? What if those were just
That would be crazy. It is genuinely just a fucking misunderstanding.
and he just got frightened by them. And he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god. This looks like I didn't have pants on."
I'm gonna kill myself.
Not even explain to anybody. Not even go to his wife and be like, "Honey, some crazy shit's about to pop off online."
honey, look at me. You see how I look right now? You see how this looks? These pants you see? There's a video of me going around right now that looks like I have no pants. It looks like I'm harassing people. I swear to God, these are the pants that I'm wearing. You've seen them. Go look at the video. It's the same pants.
No. Dude, you know what's funny? Do you remember that Norwegian girl that I was dating?
What? Oh, yeah.
She had these like jeggings or spandex, whatever the fuck they're called, that were black and pink, but the pinkish was more peachy. It
looked like skin.
It looked
The
like
pink looked like
skin.
skin. Yeah.
And there was she was just jamming on my drum set, and like we were just playing like some Black Sabbath, some bullshit, and people were like, "Is she wearing pants?" Like people were genuinely like, "Is she like?" They were like, I was like, it didn't even occur to me.
Yeah.
So it is totally possible that this man was wearing brown spandex or leggings.
This
or
man was
Look,
innocent.
Look, guys, I love making fun of this, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we should stop now. You know?
All right, fine.
Maybe.
I love this. I'm having
We
a
need
ball.
to-
We're at a half an hour exactly.
Yeah, right,
Let's
we can
leave
move
this
on.
fella
There's really
alone.
not much to talk about. Well, there is the really only other thing that we have to talk about really is, and it's
Did they
we
find
don't
him
even-
in a car or something like that?
No, you go.
They find him in a car? They find him in a car?
So
Where'd they
first-
I don't
find
know. I
him?
think they
So
found
first you
him
say
on
we
the
should-
sword that he backflipped on.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like the new Arthur the Stone. The sword
Arthur the Stone, yeah.
Because the sword,
The sword pulls an Arthur out of the stone.
You gotta pull the sword out of his
You gotta
body.
pull it out of him? That's
crazy.
This fucking asshole. I'm dead. I'm done.
Yeah, we're done. We're satisfied.
What you
Can you
Yeah,
stain a
whatever.
Can you stain a sword with blood? Like,
I
will
mean, it depends
stain?
on what it's made out of.
Well, yeah,
presumably.
if you keep the blood on the sword, I think it'll
eventually stain it,
fuck
yeah.
up the iron. Will
Yeah, wouldn't it,
fuck
like,
up
But
the-
it won't be cool like, oh, the sword's red now. Like you can just, if it's a fucked up
No.
sword.
It's not gonna
Of course
die.
not.
It's gonna die in the sword.
If
Blood?
anything, if it would get any color, it would be more like probably like a pale orange. I would imagine, right?
I think it would say
If anything, like rusty.
it's just
kinda?
gonna rust. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna. So you gotta lube your sword. Keep it nice in mineral oil.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
You gotta polish it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, that guy. I guess.
Yeah, rest in peace. I mean, I guess it's. I mean, obviously, he didn't deserve to die from just being pantsless.
Just arrest him or
Like
something.
to me,
Like,
that's just to me the biggest problem was, dude wasn't even like chiefed up. He wasn't even ready to go. Like to me, that's
You
like
saw his dick?
no, you didn't. That's the problem. So it's not like he was even like how much of a pervert was he? Like on a
The
scale
more
of
I
1 to
think
10?
about it, the more I think it's just pants.
Like it.
Because that's right. You didn't see his dick at all.
Because he wasn't even like,
What are
oh,
the odds
I'm
of that?
ready to go. Like, like, hey, or nothing. Like, what is his dick is just tucked in? What was he going to do? A balloon trick afterwards? Like, what was that? So, like, the whole thing was, I'm like, he wasn't like he didn't even get ready or he wasn't like, was this baby's first perv? Like, was this
Maybe.
his first time?
It was his first time experimenting.
He was like, oh,
and then he
man.
immediately killed
And
himself. Let that be a lesson to you guys. If you ever feel like there's like a weird, cheap sexual thrill, you want to drive around with no pants on in broad daylight.
in
a
broad
city.
daylight
It's
rules,
fucking
dude.
crazy.
I love the more that we dissect it, the more like fascinating it becomes.
The thing about it, it's like it's not even like a fucking. Whatever. Who cares? He's
Yeah.
dead.
What's his name again? Suicidus?
Suicide is the clown.
Suicidus.
So rest in peace, Suicide is the Clown. Rest in peace, also to another legend who really does not belong in this company.
But they are of the same notoriety.
I don't know about David Lynch died at 78. He's a 78-year-old man. It's not surprising that he died necessarily.
Known for similar things.
And I think there's been...
He made the Dune first movie. Not initially
and
exposed
for that, I
himself.
feel like he deserved to die.
That's crazy.
The movie is really bad.
I tried watching it.
The movie's horrible.
Did he write it?
No, he just
Oh,
made
whatever.
it.
Fucking it's
He was
It's-
gonna, he was going to direct... You know the story about him almost directing Return of the Jedi? Do you know what that story?
that would have been.
Insane.
Would it have had the same like stuff in it with the Ewoks and all that shit still been in
I mean,
there?
yeah, it would have been... the
It
script
would've-
exists.
Dude,
So-
the
but like,
Ewoks
he-
would have been like fucking probably monstrous.
Dude, it
He
would
probably
have been terrifying.
He would have
But, like,
fucked
he
them up.
tells this story about like how like George Lucas wanted him to direct the movie, and he was like, I guess I shouldn't meet him. It's George Lucas. You know, like why would I not take a meeting with George Lucas? And he like takes him to like a into like a Ferrari ride, and he takes him to like a salad restaurant that only serves salads. And David Lynch is like, I don't want to fucking eat a salad. And then he takes him back, and he's trying to explain like Wookiees to him. And David Lynch is like getting a headache. He's like freaking out, like looking at this Wookiee.
I think I heard that part.
He's
I remember
having
him
a
being
fucking episode.
here-
Dude, I'm not even
What is
joking.
that? What is that?
This is all real. This is all like he tells this story, and it's so it's so funny. And he was like, I George, you should direct it. I can't do this. This Wookiee's giving me a heart attack. I can't do it.
George, I'm having a I may be a little really calm right now. I'm having a severe panic attack from seeing that Wookiee.
Isn't that the reason why I actually? Because I feel like I'm starting to remember parts of that story that people were really surprised that David Lynch took on Dune.
Yeah.
Because like I think he didn't really want anything to do with shit like that, and then he did something that's kind of adjacent to it. You know?
Yeah, I
Dune
think
is so like that. Dune is such a like. I like them. I like the books a lot, but they're like so heavily like they're so anti-America. They're like so anti-America in the way you make those movies that like I feel like you have to be super politically involved to give a fuck about those things. Like I don't think an American can make a Dune movie respectfully.
I thought it was about worms.
Worms are involved.
It's about dunes, right?
I don't know what
Idiots.
the fuck Dune is.
You guys are
really.
stupid. It's about dunes.
I still haven't seen that movie.
So really, just it's a movie about dunes.
It's a
That's what
movie
I
about
thought.
Middle Eastern
They
people.
bring fucking
It's
ATVs, and then they go fucking.
They go in space and they ride
Right.
on worms and dunes.
and they find space dunes. That's it.
It's
They're
just that scene in Napoleon Dynamite where the grandmother goes over the dune in the fucking ATV and breaks her
'cause-
fucking body.
So here's
Uncle Rico's in fact in Dune.
quick little
he actually?
plot.
No, he's not.
Well, I
Uncle
thought you meant
Rico
the
as
actor.
Uncle Rico. It's
no,
literally
I
him.
thought you meant the actor. I didn't think Uncle Rico was
This
chilling
is-
at Dune.
This is where we get the lore about Uncle Rico being so tremendously powerful. It's
that
from
makes
Dune.
He threw a football over the dunes.
Oh yeah.
Fun fact: Uncle Rico could have thrown that football that far. He just didn't. He just never had a chance to
What are
do
you
it.
watching that's making you say fun facts so often?
I don't know. I don't know why I say fun fact.
He's been saying it a lot lately.
You got it from somewhere, but you got.
I
you
said
gotta
that
figure it
shit
out.
when I was little, and then I stopped because I think I stopped trying to show people what I care about, and now I just say it way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun
well,
fact.
you adopt things quite quickly for like about a week or two, and then it's gone.
Yeah, I have phases.
Yeah. Phases.
I ebb and flow.
I miss your gas phases. When you were saying things were gas.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
That's
a
what
while
happened. I
ago,
was
yeah.
like, oh man, that shit's gas, and I'm like, all right.
It's like
we
these
gotta
laughs. It's like he equips different little.
Yeah, these.
Although it's interesting, man. Like sometimes I'll watch old videos of mine, like really old ones, and I'm like, my accent is completely different. It's truly kind of crazy. I don't know how the fuck that happens.
I don't think I have an
That
accent.
is that is interesting.
Like the way that I speak and the intonation is like genuinely like full on completely different.
really.
It's crazy.
Granted, it's more New York because I was, but
you're like fucking whatever over here.
yeah, exactly.
You little fucking.
When I
mook.
go home, I do sound more like
You
that, to be honest.
Fucking mook. Yeah, I
'Cause I'm
understand.
surrounded by people who do, like my mom especially has like a thick that accent,
Christopher.
and it's gotten thicker somehow.
There's no ER in the last end of your name. It's
No,
it's
Christopher.
An H.
It's Christopher always,
It's Christopher.
genuinely. But
It's not my name.
You strike your fucking hand down and your dog walks at the worst moment. I saw that happen during Thanksgiving.
What?
One of our friends was carrying something, and like one of our other friends
Oh, I
has
remember
a
this.
dog.
I was there. Yeah, I saw that. I was drunk or
And
something.
she walked back, and the dog just decided to move at the worst moment, and it was like, I gotta go right now, and she almost fell on top of the dog, and I'm like, why did it do that?
It doesn't understand.
Sinister
Like, why
dog,
did this
It was
dog
funny.
do that? I was so puzzled. I was like, because I watched it, I was like,
I think I was on shrooms when that happened.
no, I wasn't able to get on shrooms.
Oh yeah, it
You,
was the day
you
after.
took mushrooms on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
It's good. Good.
I'm not like looking at the wall like trying to find demons or anything. It's just like it's just a good vibe
I see.
when you know the right dosage.
I want to take shrooms.
I mean, no, I didn't. It's illegal.
Is it illegal exactly?
I don't know,
I don't think it's illegal.
but I'm just kidding.
I mean, even if it, I don't, whatever.
I don't know. I'm just joking
Do
around.
heroin. I don't care.
I take.
No, I know
meth.
you don't care. Like, I don't care either. I just, I'm just.
I mean, I don't think what is the FBI.
I actually don't think it is illegal.
I think as
whatever.
long as we don't. I feel like.
I think it's illegal to sell, but like,
Yeah, I imagine
Yeah.
so. I imagine it's definitely legal to sell.
If you put heroin in your balls, right?
no,
Like every year you put a little bit of heroin in your balls.
no, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, you have a baby that's
Did you say
addicted to heroin.
every-
You won't have you. Let me explain something. You're not gonna have a baby.
What if you do? What if you conceive
So
it
you're injecting them directly into your testicles.
right into your testicle?
First of all,
That is
ow.
pain. That pain is insane. Probably.
I can't even imagine that pain. That is genuinely like beyond my scope. Like I can't. My game engine can't render that scenario.
That'd be like you'd have ego death after doing that. You'd be like, your fucking frame data would
Will
change.
it pop?
I know people that put silicone in their balls and dick just to make their balls and dick big.
What are you talking
Why would
about?
no? You don't.
I,
What are you
I
talking
don't know
about?
anyone, but I know
Dude,
of it
they-
happening.
right,
Sorry,
there-
that's the better way to say. I know of it happening.
Yeah,
This guy. No. Look.
No, that's very real. That's
you're hanging
very
out,
real.
You're hanging out with people.
That's very
The
real.
reason why you don't get any sleep at night is because you're sneaking out, and hanging out with some fucking weird people that put silicone on their dick.
They
and
don't do
balls.
it, but I know people that have seen it happen or seen. I know of the concept of
Yo,
it.
Kingston, you got the silicone? Yeah, man, I got it from the dark web, whatever. Dark
And I'm just
web.
around to see it.
Dark
Interesting.
dot web.
Dark. This is interesting.
Amazon.dark.
I want to go on the dark web. My friends did once, and they were like, it was not a good thing.
I don't
to
feel
be on.
good about it.
They were just like, it's just fucking scary.
Even if it's like something that's not like insane, I still don't like the idea of just having some type of marker that like, oh, I'm using what is it? Use Tor, and then they call them onion websites, and I was just like, okay,
Because they have layers.
yes, I think that's why it's called. I'm assuming that's why, but maybe it's not that.
I
but
don't know, yeah,
I
maybe-
feel like it has to be that.
Maybe it's because it's just it spoils and
smelly.
overtakes everything. I don't know.
It hurts your eyes.
I feel like that's where true villains are. You know,
Yeah.
they're the kind of guys that like.
I learned about the Tors and all that shit on there's a guy named Simon, this bald dude that has a beard that has like 10 YouTube channels. You must have seen him before. Glasses, beard. He's British. And he's on Today I Found biographics, fucking the dark there's like 10 channels.
I wouldn't be surprised if I've seen.
I found a true crime one just by chance. I was like, oh, I want to learn about this guy that killed the town bully and nobody
and it's,
snitched.
and it's just him.
And then the motherfucker was just, hello. I was like, what the?
You again?
Yeah, I was like, it was totally by chance.
It's like changing every channel, and every show is different, but it's got the same cast.
Listen, it's I almost sometimes feel like I'm dead because it doesn't seem real to have that many channels.
Right.
Like this guy, I was like, how do you do anything? He just,
Maybe he's all AI.
yeah. I know somebody who's watching this knows exactly what I'm talking about. I don't remember his last name. I know his name's Simon. And
Cowl.
yeah,
That would be fucking
it's like-
disgusting.
I would never watch.
He looks like a porcelain fucking dummy now.
Dude, what did he do?
Simon Cowell looks
What did
like
he do?
He put silicone all over his dick, and then it spread throughout his body.
Simon Cowell's like a South Park character rendered in like real life. You know.
Yeah, he's got like no features. He just
Yeah.
has like the eyes and the mouth.
He looks dirty. I don't like, if you look at his face, there's something about it that looks like,
He looks clean and dirty. He looks like he's been power washed into a state of filthiness. Like,
there's just like
it's crazy.
it's like a perma coat of something. Like they recommended something and it was like a coffee stain. Like a oak stain or something. There's something on him that I'm like, I'm gonna pull him up. I haven't seen him in a
You guys
minute.
want to go to the theater and Chromecast videos of squirrels having heart attacks onto the screens?
Yes.
Cool, let's go.
I don't. How did you even come to that?
I had a dream that this happened. I'm not even joking.
Squirrels having heart attacks?
No, I had a dream that me and my friends were like pranking the movie theater. We were like, yeah, let's go take over the movie theater screen. Then we got to the movie theater. We got like somebody I don't even know. It was like a friend from like junior high that I don't talk to at all.
Yeah.
And like he clicked something on his phone, and it was just like videos of squirrels clutching their arms. And I think they were trying to watch like a real movie.
Like
but it's been on my mind ever since it happened, because I was like, what a specific dream.
A squirrel clutching its heart in fucking pain and fatigue is crazy.
I think it's because I saw a video of a squirrel like waking up and like actually like moving its hand to its chest, and like people were like, look, it's grabbing its heart. And it's stuck in my head. But then I exacerbated it in the dream to like heart attacks.
What is going on with this guy?
Look at him, man. He looks like his eyes are frowning.
Like, I don't know what. You know how usually when you see.
David Lynch would create a that's a David Lynch character.
This is a David Lynch
That's a
character.
David Lynch character.
He's definitely a Dune character.
He's like the what is his
He's
name?
Dune-ish.
The Arcanon. What is his name?
Harkonnen?
The
Baron
Harkonnen.
Harkonnen?
Like just before he went bald or whatever.
Guys,
Like,
it's me. I'm sorry, man.
it's me.
That's what he sounds like. Sorry,
So
mom.
gross. And I can't tell what he's. You know, usually when you see women with plastic surgery, I'm like, oh, you did this, you did that. You can kind of have an idea. I'm not sure what he did.
He walked into the plastic surgeon and he was like, what do you want? And he went, yes.
He surprised me.
Yes.
Surprise me. I'm not too like a haircut where you just try to experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking whatever. Yeah, give me whatever.
Surprised me.
I just need it
Puts
shorter.
every needle in his face, fucking drills stuff, and fucking pulls his shit back and stitches them together.
He laxed his face, puts his hands under his eyelids, yanks hard on the muscle of his cheekbone, and then is like, oh.
He's pulling as hard. He has his feet on his chest, pulling as hard as he can to stretch them out.
Oh man.
Could you go a little harder?
Yeah,
It's not
so
enough. So David Lynch.
yeah, so rest in peace, David Lynch.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks, a bunch of iconic stuff. He did like I remember he did a crazy PS2 ad, like a long time ago, obviously when the PS2 was new. Really just weird guy. I love him specifically, like not just because of his like stuff,
Yeah.
but like I love his like interviews and the way that he talks to people. There's all this, like one of my favorite things that he's ever done was like him like, do you ever see him crashing out where he's like talking to the camera about like, don't watch a movie on a fucking iPhone, you fucking idiot. Like he's berating the audience for like watching movies on their iPhones.
I never
It's just
saw
like
that.
you're not getting the fucking experience if you're watching it on a phone, you dipshit. He's like angry, but it's like it's awesome.
I never saw that.
It's so fucking funny. That was like the first thing. That's the first thing that I saw of his, and then I started watching his movies.
Have you
His movies are crazy.
Have you heard any of his music?
I know that it exists. I haven't heard any of it.
So he has.
I know. I saw an interview that he was given in France.
Yeah.
Where he was like filming a music video for one of his songs, and he had like no shirt on. He was caked in mud, and there was like a nude model behind him. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking working on something."
So anyone who's listening right now, if you hadn't heard his music, go listen to Crazy Clown Time. It's
Did you see the
fucking insane.
Did you see the cartoon he did where it's like a guy getting thrown through a window and then farting?
No, I have not seen
this
that.
Is real, like David Lynch is crazy.
He is,
but it's like it's the best. Yeah, I don't know. I was genuinely surprised because I just figured like I know he's old, but it was kind of like he's kind of like a Bowie kind of figure where like I just kind of assumed that he would be around for a long time.
No one. Saw, that's why. I guess that's why this hit hard, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
old, but people were like, "What the fuck?" Like David Lynch died. Like you did. I thought it was gonna be like Scorsese. He's just Scorsese's ancient. And how old is he? He's fucking.
I thought he was gonna be like Larry King.
He looked. Yeah. And Larry King we were all at peace like whenever he died.
I realized he died. Just I forgot that he died.
He died.
I died.
But like, it was one of those things to where like
Fucking xenomorph
it didn't
ass
matter. Yeah.
motherfucker.
I met him. Did I tell you that?
You told me you met him once.
Yeah.
His fucking head was just like at his belly.
His
button.
head is. He's like.
How did it get so fucking
he's
far
like,
down?
Do you remember? Do you remember Evil Con Carne?
No, what's
Yes,
that?
How like
Grim and
the
Evil?
the
brain?
the stomach was in the center and it had like it was talking.
Oh,
That was like him, or like Kingpin from Spider-Verse,
Spider-Verse?
where he's like his head is like, lower. Man, I've never listened to Crazy Clown Time.
yeah.
I should check
It's
that
basically
out.
him and falsetto just saying random shit. Polly, blah blah. It's fucking nuts, dude.
It's insane.
It's insane.
He's genuinely crazy, dude. There's a show called Gravity Falls, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like a popular cartoon. It was significantly after my time, but it's very
a good
heavily.
show.
It's heavily based, like not based, but like very obviously clearly inspired by Twin Peaks, like a lot of things are.
Yeah.
And they initially wanted to get like one of the characters to be voiced by David Lynch, and he just didn't. So like they ended up just doing like an impression of him. Apparently, and I didn't know this because no one saw this show, David Lynch plays himself as the bartender in the entirety of the Cleveland show.
I mean, that's some
Just
Seth
'cause.
MacFarlane shit.
Just cause.
I mean,
It's insane.
It's so random. That reminds me of like South Park when they would get like they got George Clooney to play a dog.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then they got
yeah.
fucking
Or
Jay
like
Leno
how-
to play a cat.
Yeah, or like how fucking what is it? Wild Thornberries had Flea play like Donnie.
Oh,
That's
right,
really
that was
Flea?
him. No,
Yeah,
I
that-
remember seeing the behind
yeah.
the scenes of him going like doing that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I wonder what Donnie's gonna be like when he becomes an adult. That's something I've always wondered. Like, you think he becomes a person, or do you
I think he
like,
dies young.
I think
I think he
Nigel.
gets infected.
I think Nigel experimented on him.
I think Donnie is
I
the
think
kind of
so.
guy that like he's like one of those guys like really like
If you were Nigel, you would experiment on Donnie.
No, I
you feel
wouldn't.
pain?
I wouldn't.
Can you
experiment.
feel what happens if I inject silicone into your penis?
Does it? What makes it? What makes?
Smashing. What does it say? What does he say?
Smashing.
He says smashing.
It was Tim Curry, right? Or like
Yeah, it
or an
was-
impersonator or
I
something?
think it was.
Or
I thought it was
actually him?
Curry.
Was it Tim Curry?
I thought it was Curry.
I think it was Tim Curry. If
know that.
it's not Tim Curry, it's meant to be.
Meant to
you know
be.
what I mean? It's very clear. It's like the people who
Smashing.
it's like the people who do Christopher Walken in shows.
Yeah.
Like I remember Dave the Barbarian had that where they had
Such a bitch.
they had like I'm Twinkle the Marvel Horse. It was clearly supposed to be
Every
like
day,
yeah.
yeah.
that shit was
Twinkle was crazy.
That was a deranged show for Disney. That felt like it should have been like that was like a Billy and Mandy tier kind of.
Yeah, that was clearly why they existed.
That horse wanted to kill himself, like straight up.
Yeah.
Like no bones about it. Like it was very clearly alluded to.
At night, I hear things in my dreams.
Bojack.
The voices are terrifying, and it's like this is
Like
Disney?
BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same kind of kill yourself though.
It's a different kind of kill.
It's still kill you.
It's a slightly different kind of kill. yourself.
It's still a kill yourself, but it's a different reason for killing yourself.
Ooh,
Yeah.
speaking of
Killing yourself.
things inspired by David Lynch, did you ever play Deadly Premonition?
Dude, Deadly Premonition is amazing.
It's
because it's so fucking ridiculous. It
Never
is.
played it.
I remember the coffee scene specifically.
Yeah.
The visions in the coffee or whatever. I'm like, this is fucking amazing.
It's guys, go on YouTube and just
Just watch a playthrough of Deadly Premonition.
Yes.
You will not regret it. It
It's
is
fucking
psychotic.
it was that was a special time for me when a podcast I used to listen to, Video Game Apocalypse. They would talk about video games, obviously, and I was at work and I was like, I can't fucking wait to get home. It was one of those things to where like you're hearing them go through it, and I'm like, this is exactly what I needed in my life. Just the dumbest fucking, because they were talking about games that are terrible but awesome in that way.
Yeah.
So and I was just like, this is
So bad it's good.
it's so
kind
bad
of
it's
thing.
good. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, and so that's man, it just David Lynch reminds me of nothing but good times. Like there's markers in my life that he's directly connected to, where I was like, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even his crash outs are fucking hilarious. Like there's a scene of him directing a movie, and then there's somebody asks him, it's like, if you want to cut the scene down, he goes like, what is it with everybody? Like, who cares how long a fucking scene is? Come on, give me a fucking break. And it's like, he's so fucking funny. But yeah, rest in peace, legend. I haven't seen a lot of the stuff. Like, I really only am familiar with Twin Peaks, and I think I saw part of Eraserhead, but I was like,
That movie's fucking.
I was
so
too high
weird.
to watch that movie.
That movie's so fucking weird, man.
I was too high to watch that movie, and I shut it off because I started getting like anxious. So I turned it off. But it's like you said, he just reminds me of like a lot of good shit. So rip legend. Sad that of all the 78-year-olds, we lost that one.
Right. There's definitely some other fucking dickheads that
Definitely other people in their late 70s, early 80s that probably should be dead.
That should be dead. That avoided death twice, unfortunately.
Yeah.
son of a bitch,
Mother bitch.
All
right, there's some questions.
Talking, of course,
you
about Eminem.
got me suicidis. Suicidis.
Is that Beautiful Girls?
Yeah, it's beautiful clown.
Beautiful clown.
Beautiful Clown.
Beautiful
When you take
clown.
your pants
All right,
off.
let's move on to some questions. left by our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/SnarkTank. Remember, you can write in there as early as $1 will get you ad-free. Yeah, like he said, exactly.
Yeah, just like that.
Early access to episodes, exclusive episodes, all that
mad.
stuff.
I'm
So
so-
pop on over there, patreon.com/.
Please do.
I want to go to you should go to inauguration, guys. We should go.
We should.
Isn't it happening like tomorrow or
I
something?
saw the. We can catch a flight.
I'm not taking.
We can go to inauguration. We can go to inauguration.
I am not taking a plane to the fucking East Coast.
That'll be, dude. If we record us of the inauguration, I think that would. First of all, this channel would blow the fuck up.
I don't think that. I mean, you're exaggerating,
I
but
think
I
it
think it
would.
would be a good video.
I think it'd be a crazy thing to put on our channel. Also, the inauguration
When is
causing
it?
trouble.
When is it?
Inauguration.
Look it up.
If you're serious about going, I will actually go to inauguration. I'll suffer on a plane and have an anxiety attack like 10 times.
It's in 2 days, no?
What day? We're recording this on.
The 17th.
Actually, I have no concept of what today
It's
is.
the 20th, so it's Monday.
Friday 17th.
So it's Monday.
Oh, it's on Monday. We got time. We can drive there. With no stopping. We can make it.
I don't want to go to the inauguration.
Why not?
I think it would be a good idea, but I don't know. Like, what if something happens again, and then like we're implicated, and then like,
I think it'd be funny if we like live you were there, because that'd be a
I
once
just
in a
don't want to be put
lifetime
on a
thing.
no-fly list.
Yeah.
You know,
We're gonna be on a no-fly list. We're not. We're clearly look at us. We have so much material to be like, oh, we're going. We weren't there for the lulz, and then someone died. We didn't have anything to do with it.
How expensive are flights
To DC,
to DC?
Cali to
for the
DC.
fucking inauguration? Because I have a price limit here.
to DC. This is gonna be fucking crazy.
We're going. And you're dead.
That's crazy.
You're dead wrong if you think I'm gonna miss that.
Yeah,
You're dead.
it's pretty steep, isn't it?
It's not cheap.
I'm not going. I'm not doing
You're
this
fucking
shit.
dead,
But
sir.
It's just no, man. I don't know. This might be worth it.
I don't.
Why does it keep doing this?
What are you doing?
This
You don't know how to
podcast.
use your phone?
No.
Shut up. Shut up.
Podcast is a manifesto.
Pulled up Tetris.
No, I didn't.
He pulled- I'm gonna beat that kid's record.
Anyway, while you look for plane tickets to the inauguration that we'll definitely be at, and if we don't, tell you what, we went, and if you didn't see us, you didn't look hard enough.
Right. Yeah.
Come find us at the inauguration. If you don't find us, it's your fault.
Yeah. We're gonna be in the front. Should be easy to find us, but if you don't find us, you're stupid.
Man. About 150.
And now I want to give a shout out.
$150,000.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah,
I want
Chris.
to give a shout out to my boy Tom Sweeney.
About 150.
That's a round trip.
Wow, that's one way.
I couldn't have won
That's one
without
way.
Tom Sweeney. Thank you so much. Come take a bow.
Oh no, these are round trips, man. 150.
You just lied to me. You just turned it.
A round trip is 150.
150, man.
That's the cheapest flight, though. That's either putting you in the fucking.
Oh,
You're
overhead.
just stop.
The overhead.
Now you're fucking your goalpost moving, dude. 150, 200.
If we could have planned this earlier, we could have had like a little fundraiser
Yeah.
to fund our.
Yeah,
trip to the
that actually
inauguration,
would have.
but,
That
like,
would have been
it-
sweet.
That would have been a good idea.
Nah, post this episode immediately and tell them.
Like swap them. Like swap the other episode. Just like, hey, fundraiser real fast.
But it's only going out to people who pay anyway.
That's true.
good
They're
point.
already suffering.
I guess we got to do a lot of different maneuvers. We're gonna swap episodes. I'm gonna post it free immediately.
Just so we could go. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it.
I think
Anyway,
that'd be fucking
we're
fun.
I think it would be
you
funny.
go, Derek?
If
We were serious about going.
if we talked about this at the beginning of the week, I think we could have pulled it off.
Yeah.
I brought up
It's
a little
too
while
late.
ago. I brought up a little while ago too.
Yeah, but I can't tell when you're joking.
I'll go. This will be funny.
The thing of okay, so so there are things that you don't do that are within like oh, is Kingston coming? It's like a city over. It's like one city over. It's like maybe 20-minute drive, 20-minute Uber.
Yeah.
He said he was, and he didn't show up. I meant to believe that you're gonna go fly across the country on a whim to be at the inauguration.
Because that's
Good point.
fucking funny.
You understand?
That is,
though.
I understand, but like this is a moment that we should be at.
If you had a more solid history of like being like a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this to attack you. I just
I
mean
think
it
this is a good
genuinely,
idea.
earnestly.
Show what happened.
It's the reason I didn't take it seriously because I just I felt you weren't going to do it.
I think it would be funny if we just fucking last minute end the episode immediately and cut the rest half of it's live
And we're just
we're
there.
at the DC. We're at DC.
We'll bring this
fucking-
table.
But we do what's his name? The guy that's clearly gay. What's his name?
Crowder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crowder. Yeah,
Why is Trump dumb gay?
So
And we get killed. Someone would just blow our
Crowder
brains
and
out.
Kirk are clearly the obvious gay people.
Yes.
Crowder's-
Everybody else, I think, is a little bit
actually
debatable.
Matt Walsh is gayer than them.
I think Matt Walsh is
I think Matt Walsh is
homosexual for sure.
non-binary.
No.
He has like a non-binary. If you take, I shouldn't say that.
But he has like that fake.
If you take his beard away, he looks like he's a polyamorous person.
He does. He looks like because have you seen him without a beard?
It's fucking terrible.
He looks like
You couldn't draw something worse.
a sixth grader could beat the shit out of him. Like he looks so.
A sixth grader
Beard
could beat
do
the
heavy
shit out
lifting, man.
of a sixth grader could beat the shit out of Matt Walsh with his own beard. I think.
he looks like he would cower, get in the ball, and start snotting and shit.
Dude, it's just like. I get it, dude. Like a beard, like I understand the appeal of a beard.
They do heavy lifting,
But
man.
like-
I look like a fucking
like-
baby. If I had nothing, I hate it. I'm glad
Right,
that I
right.
have at least something now.
I get it, right? I wish I could grow a better beard than I can.
Yeah.
But with Matt Walsh, it's like there's something about it that like it doesn't come across as like it doesn't come across as like a confident beard. It comes across as like I'm hiding my clearly disgusting face.
Yes.
Like there's
It's so obvious. It's way too groomed. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing out of place.
It's
When I
very
look at it,
maintained.
I was like, that's not. I don't know gay men that take care of their beards that well.
it was like when he went fishing or whatever. Like,
That fucking picture is burned in my brain.
What's it when he went
when he
fishing?
pretended to go fishing.
Fishing. He's posing with an empty tackle box. There's like barely. There's nothing in there, dude. Have you ever gone fishing?
Yeah,
It's literally
twice.
just a phone opened up to like his Bitcoin wallet in the tackle box.
If you've gone fishing with somebody, their tackle box is filthy.
Yeah.
It's filthy because they're using their bait, their weights, they're using all the shit that's in there, so it's filthy and sometimes hits the bottom of the leg. It's dirty.
He just bought that thing at
He
Dick's
just
Sporting
bought
Goods.
it. His fucking button up, his boots, everything was fresh and clean. I was like, this is the gayest thing I've ever.
I don't know
This is
why.
gayer than this gay porn.
I don't know
It was
why-
literally gayer than that. I swear to God.
Why is it that people? And look, maybe it happened. I'm sure broadly it happens universally, but like, I feel like I notice it a lot on the right. It's like this intense desire to like pretend to do things.
Yeah.
It's like with Elon and the game. Like I think we talked about it on the last episode, right?
I don't think we did talk about we mentioned it because we're talking about Path of Exile 2. It is true that because you mentioned
I thought it
Diablo
was Pillars of
4,
Eternity.
so he was
Yeah.
doing it with Diablo 4 as well, but now he's doing it with Path of Exile
Path
2.
of Exile. And so like that, it's like why are you pretending? And then I don't know if you saw the recent thing where like he got into a beef with Asmongold, our favorite roach enthusiast. So they were
Asmongold, the roach
arguing about
vendor.
something. Or he was talking, or I think Asmon rightfully called him out.
Uh-huh.
Props,
Yeah,
credit where credit is due.
Right.
Where he called him out for like, you're clearly like boosting your account. That's not you. And they got into an altercation behind the scenes. And then Elon, I guess they were DMing, and he was talking about. They got into the subject of like his work or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, actually, like these guys run my channel. These editors, they just get a cut of the ad rev. It's how most people do it." And then Elon took that as like, so he's not even under control, or like he's not even in control of his own things. He's like a pawn, like he's being controlled, and it's like you don't know fucking anything. It's amazing how stupid he is in most avenues. Like it's crazy.
Like that is to me, it's like what the Elon Simps. How do you defend that? That right there, the most innocent thing. Oh, I have editors that cut up my content and post it, and they get a cut of revenue.
Yeah.
How is that in any? Most YouTubers do this.
It's a pretty normal thing.
Yes, it's not. I feel like
We don't do that.
This is what. Yeah, I do. If I had fucking money, like Asmongold, of course I would do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would hire someone full time, and then they would get a cut of it because that's fucking awesome. Like everybody wins.
Yeah.
Thing is, I feel like Elon Musk, the part that he didn't understand because of his stupid autistic brain, he was just like, "Oh, he's exposing that everybody does this." Like you guys aren't your own people, or something. Like,
it's like
what are
everybody
you
knows.
talking about? You have people, you have 1 trillion people working under you to make trillions of dollars or whatever.
That is a good point. Like the equivalent would be like, it is insane actually for him to do that because it's not like he's building these rockets. Like what do you think? He's in the fucking mines. like mining the ore with a pickaxe and like distilling it in a fucking
mining,
laboratory
then
into ingots.
Runs, assembles the rocket, flies the rocket while he's playing Path of Exile 2.
This guy doesn't even edit his own work. It's like, shut the fuck up.
You
It's
don't,
so
you don't,
stupid.
you don't
I
raise
swear-
your own
like,
kids.
guys,
Like, what the fuck? Like,
guys,
what is?
I swear to you, it's not even like because I've seen people be like, oh, it's like it's Elon derangement syndrome or something. But dude, he just keeps doing unprecedentedly cringe shit. And like, what are we gonna like not mention? It's insane. Like, just
like
be a normal billionaire and
derangement
shut
syndrome.
up.
He is like
Brother.
he's like Tony Stark if he was like wildly autistic and not charismatic.
He's like Tony Stark if
Everything
if he-
sucked about him.
he's like Tony Stark if he actually put that first Iron Man suit on and
then-
actually suffered the consequences of that first crash.
Oh yeah,
You know when he like crashes in the desert in that like old like the very first one that he built in the cave?
yeah,
Where there's like clearly no protection and he would have clearly died.
yeah. It would have been like complete blunt force trauma.
I'm Tony Stark.
I'm Iron Man.
My man, made me Avenger.
It's the Iron Man. It's the Iron Man song, but it's on kazoo. Anyway, whatever. Fucking that was just so embarrassing.
So there are actually people saying Elon derangement syndrome. They're like saying people are saying
yeah,
stuff
that's what
like
everybody
that.
says whenever somebody criticizes somebody that they like. You know, it's like, oh, you have fucking Hitler derangement syndrome. It's like, it's like, all right, I guess.
You don't like Hitler?
That's such a crazy thing to say, but yeah,
It's real.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, you just have Jared Fogle derangement syndrome. It's like, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you know what? Fine. I guess I do.
About that, yes,
probably.
absolutely.
If I saw 90% of my like Twitter feed or like a hefty majority of people like cheering for and co-signing Jared Fogle, I think I might go deranged. I think I might become deranged. I might become the Joker.
That is fair. That is absolutely fair.
We're on our way to shit like that, man.
We are.
The
Elon-
truth, the truth don't matter no more.
The Elon shit is getting out of pocket, like to the point where, yeah, nobody was talking about him before because he was just doing regular shit, right? And so,
Or he was just doing like eccentric, weird shit that like didn't really mean anything. It was just like, oh, let me throw a car into space. It's like,
Yeah.
that's kind of dumb, but like whatever.
yeah, it was
It's-
barely anything.
Yeah.
He the most like I think he did content with PewDiePie once, and I remember him laughing at like a dead deer in the bottom of a pool.
That shit was funny.
And like that was funny, but like that was like that's who
That was
we
his best
thought-
moment.
That's who we thought Elon Musk was.
Yeah.
like he's just some guy that looks dumb shit. And then that was the extent of my knowledge and most people's knowledge of Elon Musk. He likes memes and he does dumb tech shit.
Yeah.
Now he keeps talking.
Well, stay in your lane, person who does politics on YouTube. Don't talk about politics.
Yeah.
Listen to the guy who pretends to build cars.
Yeah.
Stay in
Pretends to
your
build
lane.
cars, pretends to know everything. Pretends to be the top players of shit that, like, first of all, let's even entertain the aspect of, like, if he's so fucking busy, how does he have time to grind these fucking
doesn't
accounts
make
out?
sense.
It makes zero
doesn't
sense.
make sense.
Oh, he's the most, when he went on Joe Rogan's podcast and he's like, I schedule everything. My entire fucking day is scheduled. And
Really?
And then we're like, in hindsight, right?
Oh, fuck. It's 5:15. I better tweet interesting.
Exactly. He tweets a billion times. He somehow grinds Path of Exile and fucking Diablo. Things that people have to stay up and sleep maybe 1 or 2 hours a day to grind. Where he got like one of the highest accounts in like a fucking week. And I'm like, people believe this? No, I guess they believe this because they've never played the game. But it's
Yeah.
like experts come out and tell you shit. Hey, I live this game. You can't do this. You can't do this unless that's literally all you're doing ever, and that's impossible for him.
Yeah.
Hey, hater. And I'm like, all right, I got nothing
Yeah.
else to say.
Yeah.
I can't say
That's
anything.
really- that's it.
You can't do anything else.
Anyway.
You just need to kill those people.
Minecraft.
They're useless in Minecraft. Yeah, their accounts are
fuck
useless.
it. Take it deeper. Let's kill
Yeah,
them in
I saw a guy-
Roblox.
Yeah, stone them. Summon suicides.
Anyway, we're going to read our questions from our patrons over at patreon.com/SnarkNight. Go over there. SnarkNight.shop.
Do it.
Do you think heaven is segregated, wrote in? Says you're given $1 million non-tax. This question is insane. I'm going to warn you. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
You are given $1 million non-taxed, but after you take it, you will explode at a random time between 2 months and 10 years. Keep in mind that the explosion will not cause any damage, but it will paint the entire vicinity red. Do you take it? No.
It'll paint everything red.
Yeah, so you'll pop basically, but you won't like it won't be like a C4 explosion. Like you won't like explode in a plane and then the plane goes down.
No.
$1 million? That's not enough.
Yeah, $1 million.
No.
And did
not
he,
tax.
Did he mean after tax?
He said not tax specifically.
So mean they're gonna take my taxes.
He's just referring to
So
the
does
fact
he
that
mean
it's
after tax?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess
he must. I think he means after tax.
I mean, in either scenario, the answer
Because
is no.
untaxed. Well, because
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
like, even if they do tax,
the semantics doesn't matter.
Yeah, like let's say like if I get $1 million after tax, it's not enough to risk exploding in 2 months.
No.
Yeah.
Or even 10 years. Like that's not really that long.
No, 10 years.
What?
That's not enough. That's not 10 years. That's not $1 million is not enough.
I want to get married and divorced, and I'm not gonna have time to
I
do
still
all
want
that.
time to cheat on my wife.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, I still love her right now. 6 years.
I don't know what the hell I'm gonna be
fucking
into.
around.
I just want like, what if just I wake up one day and I'm just like, I'm so gay, and and I'm like,
I feel like
and then you explode, and then you can't. You die
can't be
unfulfilled.
gay.
and she's just red as shit, and that's it.
She's red permanently though. She's permanently red because that shit's stained.
I would not take it. I would consider the okay. So
There's
here's
gotta
the
be
thing.
so much more money, man.
Yeah, like $100 million, or not even maybe 100. Like even just like $10 million.
Not even that. Like,
So hold on, $10 million, but you risk 10 to 20 years.
10 to 20?
I might, because I'll be 50. I think it's a good idea. That's a good idea to die.
It's not too bad. I guess I would discuss it. I would discuss it with my partner. Just see like, hey, are you okay with me exploding in 10 to 20 years? She's like, cool.
Of course.
of course, I would not mind if you explode. With the money we have, we can bring back to Mother Russia, make place much better.
Because that's me. Like, I feel like the thing that keeps me here on this planet is like, oh man, like that sucks that other people have to live. We're like, damn, this guy sucked and he killed himself. If they were happy about it, I think I'd be like, keep that in my back pocket. You know what I mean? Like, one day you just be like, I'm tired of life, bro. Like, you just have a really bad day and you're like, why am I doing this anymore? And then you just fucking summon suiciditis.
Suiciditis, kill me real quick. No worry, I'll make you kill you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't take it. It's too quick of a time span and too little money. Not that you couldn't do a lot with $1 million, but like, I mean,
could do a lot, could invest a lot, but still, no, that's not enough.
No, I would still have to be actively thinking about like what the future is going to be, and if I'm going to be rich at the expense of like potentially dying in a really short amount of time, I'd rather at the very least like not have to worry about anything at all, investments, property, taxes, any of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. How much? American Butter wrote in. He says, "How much of your audience do you think is actually legitimately gay or any type of LGBTQ?" It's a good question. I feel like it's so. Well, I don't know because I was gonna say like I think it's more than we assume.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's presumptuous. I don't know whatever you guys assume.
I hope it's something like really high,
on TikTok
like
or
10%.
No.
It's a fucking asshole.
I was trying to look up something about what you were saying. I'm assuming our fan base is like maybe 10-15% homosexual.
10-50%.
That is incredibly high. I wish
high.
it was. I want it to be that high.
I would guess 10 on the high end.
That's extreme.
Yeah.
That's 10%. Like 10% of anything being like you have to. That's so high. Like just thinking.
How much of the world? How much of the country is homosexual?
Well,
Let's check.
it's not about the country.
It's
about
about 98%.
You have to think about the audience, right? So like I think probably like 6% maybe.
I would love that. I would love if it was anywhere close to 5%.
I think it's 6%. I think that's like a reasonable because I do think there's a lot of you who are fucking closeted.
A lot of people are closeted.
But then they're not. I guess they're not reported. So
right,
but they are. But they are.
So I guess you're like
I'm fluffing the numbers a little bit.
Yeah, for like say like if you were documenting illegal immigrants or something, you would kind of try to discount for the ones that aren't right. They're not documented. So how do you account for them?
We have more gays than women for sure.
I imagine so. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to see. This is the problem with like we need more gays and more women, which means gays and women's, y'all need to tap into your communities and tell them about
this
our
is your
product.
fault.
Tell
This
them
is your
about our
fault.
great shit. I'm sure your female friends would love to listen to
It's like
Red Dead Redemption 2 references for 4
they
hours.
do. I saw so many women fucking gushing over Arthur Morgan. So it's like, why wouldn't you want to listen to 3 fucking dumbasses talk about Arthur Morgan? Huh?
Yeah, we should. You know, we should try to court a female audience with this next episode.
Yeah.
What do we call it to court the female audience?
Let's not.
Call her Daddy too.
We have to like
Bitch, come over
We're gonna
here
have to be
episode.
stereotypical in a way that's probably offending. We have to like let's disguise this episode as a makeup tutorial.
Snark Tua.
Or
trying
Arthur
to, like-
Morgan is so hot,
Yeah.
you know, and then we'll have like a thirst trap of Arthur Morgan.
yeah, him just all, him like fucking with abs and shit.
We'll put Arthur Morgan's face on Luigi Mangioni's like hiking photo. That'll be the thumbnail.
I think that's gonna gather more gay dudes.
Well, I mean, whatever. I mean,
we are trying to.
We're expanding every other demographic.
I mean, I'm good with that.
Yeah, you're right.
I need y'all women start. Look, if you're a woman,
also, we
who
need
listens
some
to podcasts-
blacks.
We gotta have white women.
That sounded really
Yeah,
harsh.
I
Blacks.
We need white women. That'll draw down black.
White women. That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
right.
That's another thing. Like black nerds,
Unhealthy white women.
black nerds that are listening to this.
It worked on me, bro.
That's crazy.
So y'all got some work to do.
Black nerds is anime.
We need we got to talk. We got to do an episode dedicated to our animes that we actually watch,
Okay.
which is like
So like what?
barely anything.
But
But still, we can do an
I
entire
did
episode.
watch
on
a little bit of Dandadan, I guess.
we praise Dragon Ball Z for an episode.
That's gonna get straight guys.
No, but it's gonna get
It's
it's gonna
straight
get the
guys
black
and blacks,
community.
and blacks.
We need the black community. We're gonna talk about 2K.
We're gonna
We're talking about-
think we're getting black people, and then we're gonna check in the comments, and it's gonna be people like "Ay Dios mío." It's like it's all gonna be Mexicans.
and they're gonna be talking shit about black folks.
Yeah.
fucking-
It's gonna get racist somewhere. I don't know where. It's like how.
El Diablo. And some,
Este es negro. The
no, so we're gonna do an episode that's gonna hit every demographic, all right?
Okay.
And so the segments will be cut out and then posted and then sent to certain communities. So I'm gonna tag.
what if we just call it "Attention Women" or "Attention All Women," "Attention All Blacks," attention all Mexicans, gays, attention queers,
attention queers,
Attention
yeah,
queers.
with love.
with yeah
Parentheses.
good yeah with.
Should we do
queers with
attention
love.
Jewish people too? I guess?
Let's stay back from that.
Let's
for-
wait. Let's wait for the
the
ceasefire to play out.
yeah.
and all that shit.
Let's see how things.
How's that
If it
working?
actually go, we'll see if it actually.
'Cause
I think what
wasn't-
happened truly
wasn't it supposed to happen like a week ago?
I
Well,
mean,
no.
it was in. Well, here's the thing. I'm
just
pretty sure
announced
this
it.
is literally just happening because the resources are running low, and that's probably what's.
I think it's from my interpretation, I think to fuck Joe Biden extra hard because he's a bitch. Netanyahu was like, "Hey yo, resources are running low, but we're gonna wait until Trump is coming in to be like this is." That's why if
I
you,
could believe that,
if
yeah.
you see Biden did a press conference, put out tweets trying to take credit for this shit because he knew he was like motherfucker. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, because of my intervention and my talks, my negotiations. I'm like, nigga, you said you supported their full blown destruction, and now
Yeah.
he's trying to pretend like this was like. So I was like, I see what he's trying to do.
No, it's okay. Biden is at fault for the terrible pull out of Afghanistan, even though he was in office for just only like a week.
Yeah, for 3 seconds.
And it was all set up under Trump, and it's still Biden's fault.
Yeah,
And before Trump gets in, it's actually his credit
it's
that it's the ceasefire's happening.
everything.
It's amazing people. It's amazing
Every-
people.
Everything is gonna work out in the stupidest way possible.
I'm excited because I think the next 4 years has a really high potential of really thinning the herd out in a really specific way. Like I feel like a lot of people I feel like a lot of the right people are going to be taking the wrong medical advice, and that is what I'm very excited about. personally.
I did see your tweet about wanting people to take Joe Rogan's advice or what's
Oh
his
yeah,
name?
yeah,
What's his
please,
name?
yeah,
Mel Gibson.
Gibson?
yeah.
I felt
absolutely take ivermectin no matter what the problem is.
Yeah.
If you have a
No
cold,
matter what you
take
feel. No
ivermectin.
matter what you feel.
No
I
matter
feel
what.
that. I
Now
feel
there
that.
is. Now I do want to say, if you've got like stage 4 cancer, fucking try whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? I kind of don't begrudge people for doing weird shit like that because at that point you're desperate. You're gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Why not try like fucking?
Why
I don't
not?
begrudge people for that at all.
Why not?
But but dude, the people's like, I got a cough. I better take my horse meds. Like, all right, do it.
Me too.
Please.
Take it, man.
Don't take it. It's not my advice. Listen to Joe.
Listen to Joe.
Listen
Listen
to
to the people who don't study this and who don't do tests on this at all.
Yeah.
And only have anecdotal proof by saying, I know a guy.
It's going to be so crazy, man.
Imagine coming on a podcast being a fucking movie star and be like, I know a guy that beat cancer by taking fucking parasitic fucking medication. And that's enough for you. You're like, oh, wow. The fucking guy that made Passion of the Christ has all the answers to my ailments.
Guy, that very racist dude,
guy.
that very racist dude.
Said, I hope you get raped by a pack of hard R's. That guy?
Yeah, you know him. He's got sound medical advice.
That shit's so
He
funny.
prescribed being raped by a pack of hard R.
I don't.
That was his medical advice.
I don't believe I ever came out the water. I don't believe that.
He was actually just trying to help.
It's like, dude,
He was just trying to help her. We were so stupid thinking it was like a violent wish. It was actually.
I wish Zeus would
was a
throw
prescription.
a lightning bolt
It was a
at that
prescription.
studio.
I prescribe gang rape.
It's the healthy dose. 700 cc's of gang rape.
Oh man.
Take this to your pharmacist. You
All right,
fucking
let's see.
slut. Take this to your pharmacist, you slut. You dumb
slut.
inward-loving slut.
You damn loving slut, you stupid. I'm gonna nail myself to a cross.
The Jews did it. They did it, everything. I remember he got arrested or the cop pulled over by the cop and he blamed everything on the Jews. That was awesome. Like,
Jews backwards is wedge, and that's why potato wedges suck.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I'll get some
Fucking
potato wedges
psycho.
from B-dubs, man. That sounds delicious.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah. Dude, they have the
Dude, their
best
cheese curds are fucking.
You talk about this. I still haven't tried it yet.
addicting, man.
I still haven't tried it yet.
They're
I haven't
just,
had them in a while.
they're unreal. I had it like somewhat recently. I got a
Get a basket of wedges, man.
I got lunch with my friend Sam.
They're the best wedges. Sam I Am. Like I Am Sam from a movie.
the retarded. I mean,
Yeah.
the autistic. I mean, the guy.
How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Is his daughter way smarter than him now?
He's actually a lot smarter now.
Holy shit! Ivermectin.
He took ivermectin. That's what I was gonna say.
Ivermectin.
He took ivermectin, and now he's not retarded
He
anymore.
outpaced his daughter finally.
Now his daughter's the stupid one.
Now she's retarded.
Now she has cancer.
and she can't get an abortion either. Fucking jackpot.
Jackpot.
Oh,
Got
man.
him. Sam I Am. Smart I Am.
I am.
It's a sequel.
I am smart.
I Am Smart. Can you imagine the sequel?
Who says I am smart?
There's no way our audience knows what that movie is.
Yeah, no. That's not a movie only by happenstance.
It's a very old movie.
Yeah.
The movie made me
I
sad
am-
though.
That's like the
Gay
third.
Sam.
What is it? The fourth kind or something. Preheated Toast wrote in. He says one episode Derek mentioned having tons of recordings voicing out song ideas. I used to play guitar in high school, but coming up with original melodies, rhythms always seemed impossible, as I would just end up with an existing song stuck in my head. Is this an issue that you guys deal with when making music? I don't do drugs. There should have been a punctuation there. When making music, I don't do drugs, but it seems like I would have to take them all to get creativity for writing music. Where does your creativity come from?
So this is when life becomes kind of unfair. It's one of those situations to where like an artist, someone who's really good at drawing, there's people that just have a thing in them where say they see an image and then they can draw it, and then I can't do that at all. And then there's people who want to create music in their head and they can't do it. And then there's somebody like me that like I have like close to, I wouldn't say I have perfect pitch, but I can create entire songs in my head just by like, I'll take a shower and I'm like, okay, I got it. And then I just need to work it on the guitar to make sure that it translates right.
Right.
But it usually does. Usually there's just a couple of things I'm like, oh, that doesn't work. Mainly because I'm not talented enough to do it.
Right.
But I'm like, okay, that didn't translate. But usually it's just, and I know immediately if something sounds similar to something, so then I just deviate away from it. But I feel like it's just some people have certain natural abilities that other people don't. And so I think if you're one of those people that have a hard time creating stuff yourself, you got to work with other people. Like you want to shop, you want to riff with other people and then have your guys' ideas flourish. But like I've met people that were like, fuck, I can't write. I can play the guitar really well, but I can't write.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the difference between that. You can always practice and get better, but just like me practicing art and drawing, there's going to be people that have an edge over me of like a millionfold than me like grinding for super long and trying to perfect it.
Some people can't imagine either. Some people can't imagine.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's
weird.
It's
I don't know
like
how
that.
people can't imagine.
Well, that's exactly what I mean. It's like people that have the ability to do things and versus people that don't.
Like I can imagine things so vividly I can hear it,
Well, yeah. I mean,
which is insane.
For me,
I get it.
Pretty sure schizophrenia though. I'm
The
pretty sure
way-
it's like onset, like schizophrenia for sure.
the way that I learned,
I can imagine a train to the point I can hear a train. One time when I was falling asleep,
yeah.
I
Wait,
kept thinking about a train.
Everybody can do
And then I thought I heard a train like actually.
Well, I think that's standard for people that can do it, and then there's just other people that just can't do it.
Yeah.
Because like I can literally hear like right now a train going choo choo. Like I can.
Are
hear
you
it.
going? No. Is your brain going choo
like I can listen to songs
Well, yeah,
like in my head.
Yeah, of course.
Like absolutely, like I can like play a song in my head.
well, think about so like Shawshank Redemption.
Usually the ice cream truck theme song. But.
Andy Dufresne is thrown in solitary confinement, and he was like, "Oh, like how did you survive in this?" He was like, "Oh, like I had music," and they're like, "What do you mean? They gave you music?" He's like, "No, it's in my fucking head." And so like that's what kept him going. And I'm like, to me that's the normal experience, but apparently some people can't do that.
Yeah, it's not a substitute for listening to real music.
It's definitely
but
not.
like
but
you can
if
still
you don't have
like
anything
you
else,
understand. Like I can hear if I picture a song in my head right now, I can vividly like hear it.
100%.
You know, but I think I don't know. Like I think a good way to learn is genuinely by copying. Like I think that's how a lot of there's that saying like good artists steal. It literally is like you steal and you learn and you copy and you emulate until like you find your own kind of way of twisting things into your own way, and then suddenly like what you're doing is like not really anything because you're copying so many things. If you have a lot of influences, you're ultimately like mixing a bunch of shit into something that's completely different. And so like I remember like most of the songs that I ever wrote actually were like I would find a song that I did like and I would look at the chord progression because there's only so many chord progressions. You're gonna run into repeats. And then I would try to like rework it, and then I'd be like, oh, maybe the G should be this, or maybe actually like maybe I should start this on the second chord, and maybe like give this chord actually 2 more beats, or maybe 2 more like bars to ring out, and then maybe like speed up the last 2, maybe add another one in there, and then like it has like a root in something that exists, but it doesn't feel familiar to it at all. And so like that's really like Frankensteining shit is a really good way to learn at the very least, or at least learn how to think about making things. Because when you do that often enough, you can then just kind of start doing things from scratch. And then it's like you familiarize yourself with the instrument. You familiarize yourself with like how you riff and how you figure things out. And that's a really good way to do it. I understand it might feel cringe to like, emulate or like copy because it like inherently you feel like, oh, this is kind of fucking lame. But it is genuinely a good way to learn.
Crazy.
You learn by doing, actually, like straight
copying, up. Everyone has to copy.
It's how you learn in school. It's how
I don't agree with that.
But everyone copies?
No, I think it's the difference between the people that have this natural ability and people who don't.
Well, the thing is that
I think it's
you don't know what you. Well,
I'm kind
I
of
get
going
what
off
you
of
mean.
I'm going off of like musicians that I know.
Oh, for sure,
and
right?
Like say we're learning like like there's this guy that Rick Beato is a producer that, and then there's people that are even above him that they just before they actually learned music theory they had it in them. Like just their brain absorbed.
Yeah, they naturally absorb music.
So like
Sure,
they call like a perfect pitch, right? And these people like recognize things and they recognize music theory without even learning it. So then it just naturally you can create like a really good song without really even fucking knowing stuff. And some people are like, how the fuck do you do that? They're like, well, I just had it.
I agree.
And then there's other
that's
people
that's
that
innate,
have
for
to.
sure.
They're like, I don't have that ability. So I have to do other things that get me to that place.
I think the being able to create stuff. Some people can just create things naturally. Some people are just more attuned to it. That's the perfect.
Yeah, it was what I was saying in the very beginning. The first thing that I was saying.
But to figure out what you like, you have to absorb it. You have to experience it, hear it, see it, and all that stuff.
I'm just saying that don't like for this person specifically. That like if you're ever wondering why some people are so much leagues above other. I'm just letting you know why. It translates to other forms of art too.
Yeah,
to where if you think that like why can't I draw this well or why can't I do this thing?
It translates to everything.
Because it's in them.
Everything.
It's just like it's more of a thing. It's not to be discouraging. It's to say, kind of piggybacking off what you say. Here's what I like to do. This is what helps me, and it's like I think this is what I'm not trying to sound like I think it's like I said, I can't do the drawing portion, the things that I would like to do, and I can't do it. So it's just an acknowledgement.
Yeah.
But music, I can do things way easier.
Well, the thing that's important to take into account here too is that like when you're describing the people who are like really, really naturally talented, that's not even like the majority of people who are successful in music.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
Like so,
Hell
like
no.
it's not to be discouraging in that way. Like there are people who are like crazy echelons high, But like there are people who are like making massive amounts of money.
No, the
with
people,
like just rudimentary.
The people that
understandings of music.
grind are usually way more successful.
Hard work will get you further than natural talent.
So
almost every time.
I just want to say, it's to me, it's more of it's an understanding to where if this person's like, oh, how come I'm having trouble doing this? I'm trying to have an understanding of like, this is probably why, and then here's Chris's tip of how you can create songs because this is you're not gonna do. Like, I hate talking like this because it may be coming off wrong. And I'm like, you're not going to be able to do how I do it because I just got lucky. I think it's just a lucky, for whatever reason, my brain works in a specific way. Where like Beethoven, he would create his orchestra, he would create his numbers in his head.
And wasn't he deaf or something? Which one was the
He
deaf
was,
one?
he was like, he became deaf like super early on.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I feel lucky, and like my friend Ed, I feel like he got lucky where he was just like a god at drawing without even trying. Like he didn't practice. He was just able to like, oh, exactly what's in my head. I'm gonna draw, and I was like, dude, that's how the fuck do you? He didn't even have any training.
I wish
he didn't practice.
Man. I can imagine real good. I cannot translate.
I can't fucking do it for shit.
Translation is the skill, really.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of people can imagine. But it really is that translation that's difficult. But I really would recommend just like straight up, just like if you're just trying to figure things out, just copy. Like it's not a shame to copy. Like you can't like literally steal and put it out and like But I think like rewrite some of the songs that you like, analyze the songs that you like, see what they have in common, like notice like patterns and chord progression, like figure out your own. Like the most popular song that I have that I've ever written was fucking I wrote in high school like years ago. This is Reality Calls. Mm-hmm. If anybody follows me, like they probably know the Spotify. They probably heard it. That song is literally the simplest chord progression possible. Yeah. Because it's just a chord progression that I noticed in a lot of the songs that I liked. It was E minor, G, D, and then like an occasional C thrown in there. PP. Really standard fucking PP. The power P. But it's not P. And the melody's not necessarily based on anything, but it's like that chord progression is like rooted from like a lot of different places, and that's like my most popular song. Like that got like hundreds of thousands of views before I was doing like politics, which is like crazy. Like I remember being like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I feel like you're more of a musician than a political commentator, to be honest.
That's what Google says, also.
Yeah, because I mean, like your most viewed stuff is involved with music.
That is true.
Yeah.
And politics, though, right?
Well, I mean, it's the more consistent stuff is politics because it's easier to do.
Right.
I can just talk about stuff.
But like it's musicals and shit. And
music's hard to do. I have a lot of songs that I'm sitting on right now that I don't even know. Like I think some of them are pretty good too, but like
Do you have to like not do any? So I stopped playing video games for a while, and I've written 2 songs, like a song a week, like they're done, and I'm going to start my 3rd one probably tomorrow. I was just like, oh my God, like when I'm locked in, but if you have to be locked in, so you can't do anything else. If you're trying to like have a life, I'm going to play some games, I'm going to do this, and games is involved in your job.
It's especially tricky with the games thing.
Right.
Because like it would be nice if if it's part of the show though, like we play games, but it would be cool if I could be like, can I just focus on the news or like and not play a video game at all? Like, because it is a lot of time. But
you know what you gotta do? You gotta cheat. You gotta plagiarize, or like not play. You pretend you play the game.
Yeah, I play. Yeah,
yeah. I fucking you just watch some assholes review. Crazy. Yeah, and you just hit the beats of the review. You're like, yeah, of course.
You get good reviews and bad reviews, and you juxtapose them like everyone that does proper like fucking like a literal writing.
That's so crazy. I'm so
academic writing. That's how it would do it.
I'm so transparent about like how much of video games I play. I'm often like I always say like I rarely finish things. Games especially, but right. The idea of just like pretending that I didn't, even though like you could just look at my trophies and like look at my like account, and then I would just go on like a spoiler. I would join Colin on like a spoiler cast for a game that I never played, and just see if I could like
just get away,
almost like get away with it.
You probably could. I feel you have probably so much good charity that people wouldn't even try to check you. You know what I mean?
Like, look out in the future. There's going to be a game that I'm going to get a friend of mine to play on my account and finish, and then I'm going to join on the spoiler cast.
Yeah.
And just try to see if I can improv my way through. It's like, yeah, I love the scene when the heroes really hit that wall in their journey.
And then he'll just like, oh yeah, for this, and then
you're talking about this is like exactly
that.
Exactly that.
You probably would do well because my Dragon Age Veilguard review had issues because of me misremembering some shit from the older games.
Yeah.
But like the review is still overwhelmingly positive, and I felt stupid. I feel slightly embarrassed. My brother even watched the review, and it was like I agreed with it mostly, and I was just like, God damn it, because since there was wrong information there, it almost made me feel fraudulent in a way that like, did you really play it? And I'm like, well, no one said that, but it just feels like that. I'm like, I can't believe I misremembered this. And Inquisition was a big one where I misremembered some big things where I'm like, oh, fucking, this guy wasn't even in the game. He was such an important character, and he fucking was. It was just the Steam version.
Dude, the pressure's high sometimes with that shit. Like, at one of the live shows that we did, we had like a video game like Jeopardy thing, and somebody, like, one of the questions was like, what is the second, I think, or what's the third, what's the name of the third mission in Halo 2? And I was like, if I, like, everybody's going to look at me for this, and I'm like, I don't know if I know it. Because there's a bunch of different ways to get to that. It's like, do you count the first cutscene? Because it is a level in the original game. Do you count that? Like, what is the criteria here?
Yeah, and they're like, what a fucking
I guess
fraud.
right. I guess right somehow.
What a fraud. Kill him.
Kill him. Lunch him.
Colin just shoots you in the gut.
He picks me up. He picks me up by my leg. He's like, you've lied to me, boy.
You've like this.
Snaps my neck like a Loki.
He picks you up by your leg, though. So he grabs thigh and lifts you, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Colin
Pops
huge
it.
now.
But yeah,
He's
just keep at it. Keep emulation is a key. Like, really, like, genuinely, like,
Emulation's
you
great.
can't stay with it for too long because obviously, like, you've got to figure out a way to switch gears into your own stuff eventually. But when you're starting out and when you're trying to figure things out, emulation is ideal. It's like, it's how you learn how to do things in film school. We watch different directors and we emulate them and we see if we can do it.
It's
all
everything.
art, I think. Even art, even people who draw, like, who have a natural talent, like, it's helpful for them to like focus on like emulating an art style.
Yeah,
before they
let me
branch out
not
into other things.
like act like I did. 'Cause I improved as a musician, especially better at like exercises by watching drummers.
Yeah.
And then starting to learn covers. So that made me a much better musician.
It's not just, it's everything. Literally in every single thing you approach that you're going to try to get yourself better in, you have to emulate other people to get better.
The problem is I'm schizophrenic with my music because it's like there's like it's like punk and then singer-songwriter and then rap. It's all it's a schizophrenic. I could never make a consistent, like, it would be like a mess.
It's tough, man.
Anything.
It's tough. I've focused on one singular project right now. It's not even true because you know what I did? Fucking yesterday, I was digging through my old cassette tapes and then I got inspired. And then I just really quick, I just wrote like a punk song, but it's on the phone here. I just got all the beats, everything's down here, and I was like, "What am I doing? Stop!" But it was one of those things to where I'm locked into this deathcore project, but then that my mind lost focus for a second because it's hard, but I'm pretty locked in. I'm excited for this new project. Like it's supposed to be a joke, but it's coming out like way better than it should.
The thing that fucks me up is that. The thing that fucks me up specifically is like I want to do songs with key changes in them, but I'm so bad at figuring key changes out. Like, because I love a key change, but I've never been able to implement one well.
But like,
it's frustrating.
If you like kind of
how
understand,
do key changes work exactly? Like,
well, it's not difficult to understand. It's just like I'm never happy with like the outcome.
Oh, well, if you like say, because to me it's like the music theory aspect of it. Like, so it's like a feeling, right? Like it feels. Like, say I was, so we were just talking about That's the Way It Is because of that Red Dead 2 song. But then there's the Celine Dion song.
Yeah, the Celine Dion.
So I was listening because that song, I don't know, that song's a banger actually when the key changes.
You were everything that I want. Yeah, I love it.
That's not that song.
What's that song?
That's the Way It Is?
Yeah, that's what I just sang.
By Celine Dion?
By Scatman, yeah.
Oh, okay. And I was like,
he crushes the can through his head. How would you feel if you saw somebody try to
just kill myself?
Watch this, and they push a can into their own skull, and their skull is like a Tempur-Pedic mattress almost.
It allows it.
It gives. But then he like slumps over.
He dies.
Yeah,
he
that's
crashes
how I
into the ground.
die. That'd be crazy. At least it would give you guys a big boost.
Yeah, what the fuck kind of
You'd be
can
like,
is
oh,
that?
the idiot kills himself on podcast, and then like viral clip.
Moron slams can in brain on podcast.
And you
Dies.
do it, and like you slam the can into your head, and then the equal amount of space of the can gets pushed out of your skull.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what it's like? It's like the Dark Knight, the pencil thing.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Anyway,
It's gone.
let's move on.
You're scared
Move
now,
on.
niggas.
Michael John White's like, enough with the N-word. I got a grenade, nigga.
Don't approach me. I'll blow us up.
What are you gonna do now, nigga?
He keeps calling him nigga over and over. I feel like Joker would do that. I feel like he'd find out what bothers a black person. I'm like, this.
I think I actually 1,000% agree with that. That scene, written by Martin Scorsese, that would have been sick as fuck.
Batman ran by Martin Scorsese would be a fucking trip.
Martin Scorsese writing most things would be a trip.
It would be.
Up by Martin Scorsese.
Yeah. Up. I'm dying.
Kevin's
nigga.
just racist.
You know how much I've sacrificed?
Yes.
Not a single black person in the room.
Yeah.
There's the Black Goblin, though.
No black. Wait a minute. Wasn't that the origins of Pizza Time?
I don't
That was
remember.
literally the origins of
literally,
Pizza Time.
yeah.
He says the N word and they get him fired.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because it was Papa John's.
It was,
That was the initial.
Oh my God.
I totally forgot that it was
our
like
own lore.
I totally genuinely. I forgot that was a Papa John's reference.
Me too.
Because
until right now.
That is crazy. That's like it's like finding out or remembering that Bugs Bunny isn't just an original character.
Oh right.
Like it's like based on a fucking Clark Gable character from like a movie or something.
Right.
And but that's like so old that everybody only remembers Bugs Bunny.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
Exactly
only remember Pizza Time. I completely forgot.
Yeah. Pizza
I
Time
really
is the
forgot
only thing
about
that
Green
matters.
Goblin.
I forgot about
Green Goblin.
Spider-Man, comics, heroes, and the spirit of human resolve.
Yeah. I just. I only
Pete
knew
Sorbo, Pete Osborne.
Pete
Sorbo, Pete
Sorbo,
Osborne.
Pete Osborne.
All right, let's get
Damn.
on to.
Oh shit, we still need Pizza Time drip.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out.
It's
It's
him
kinda
screaming
tricky.
nigga with like fucking pizza font. Somehow the font's like
Pete's
pizza.
like cheesy.
Is there
drippy
pizza
font.
like there's pizza like font? I'm sure.
Yeah, because there's like ghoulish font, but that'll just be cheese.
You
know?
would change the aesthetic slightly.
Yeah,
to make
yeah.
it not as quite drippy. Not as quite like goopy. But
Yeah,
it'd be,
but like somebody can figure it out. I gotta find. We gotta find someone who, because I actually really do just Pizza Time and pepperoni drippy cheese font, and then just Pizza Time on his glider. That's
insane.
it. That's the work.
Screaming,
That's
screaming nigga at Miles Morales.
I'm not-
the belting
Jesus
at Miles as he's
Christ.
running
Look,
away.
I'll make two versions. They're gonna be our own versions that only us have, to where he's screaming the N-word, and then there's just the regular one.
Big Uncle Fungus wrote it, which is a great name.
Nice.
I like that name. It says, not a question, but just my own anecdote for some shit they tried to make me do at work, harkening back to episode 290 for those joining us. That was the episode where we talked about the nastiest shit that we had to do at our jobs.
Oh yeah.
He says, I work in a warehouse as a forklift operator, and we have rodent problems sometimes.
Oof.
A few weeks ago, I smelled an awful smell, turned a corner to see an enormous rat pancaked under a rat trap. This on its own isn't unusual at this point. What was the skid mark line of bloody diarrhea that blasted out of it like it was squeezed out of a tube of toothpaste.
Oh my god! So it violently shat itself.
I go to tell my manager about it. Instead of calling hazmat, he tells me to get a mop and clean it.
No.
Obviously, I declined, citing the fact that my job is to drive a forklift, not mop bloody rat shit. Yeah, that's maybe you could have scooped the part of the ground that. In the forklift.
You just
I love forklifts.
That would've been
I've always wanted to
finesse,
drive
dude.
a forklift.
They're awesome. I was terrified. I had to, for when I actually worked in Glendale in 2010, and we had to go across the street and across this train tracks to get more pallets. And I always felt weird because there's no suspension in forklifts. So I had to, for a brief moment, I go on the street and then go. It is not good. It's not good at all.
I drove
It's
one when I
like
should
a flat surface.
I drove a forklift only one time when I should not have been doing it. One of my
Really?
good friends was a manager at a Gap warehouse near where I lived.
Oh, I know that one.
And
Yeah.
I snuck in one time while he was there, and we smoked weed and we drove forklifts for a little bit. And it's so illegal.
That's crazy.
I'm never gonna say the friend's name because I know that's so illegal. And I got in that forklift, and they feel like cars missing all the stuff that should protect you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally all of it. It's like, this is bad.
It's like what's left of a car after all of the science is taken out of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, there's a crane, there's a small crane if you want to fuck with that. And I was like,
A
nah,
crane,
man, I'm not
and
gonna
just
do
like
that.
that's
smash
fucking
some shit.
I got a wrecking
Pick some
ball,
shit
bro.
up and it's
Dude, those videos of like warehouse mishaps where somebody like grabs something off a shelf and then like an entire like row of thousands like just come, that shit stresses me out so
That
much.
shit's crazy.
I get secondhand like like an empathetic scare in my body. But like I've always wanted to drive one of those things.
I love, dude. It's,
I remember in
it's fun.
Halo.
They're fun.
It's
I remember
fun.
in Halo Reach you could drive a forklift, and I remember it was like, fucking weird. It was like it was just in the middle of like one of the maps. It was like you could drive this thing. It's so stupid and
Which
weird.
GTA? Oh wait, 5, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's not a. It's no. I'm not.
I'm thinking
of something
3.
GTA 5, you could certainly drive a forklift, can't you?
different.
You can drive a flying car in 5, so
Yeah, I just. Why do I feel like there's a specific mission
Whenever
where
I
I
think
feel
of
like you
a-
have to, but I can't remember.
Whenever I
anymore.
think of a flying car, I think of the Simpsons flying car from the fucking Hit and Run. Did you ever play Hit and Run?
right, yes,
where it was
absolutely.
literally just a rocket. It was
Yes.
like a cylindrical rocket, and it would just blast you off into the fucking.
So that's
stratosphere.
actually from an episode where a bum, this homeless guy, it turns out he created Itchy and Scratchy, and it was stolen
yeah.
from him. So to what he wanted in
That's pathetic.
compensation is a solid gold house and a rocket car. And he got it. He got his solid gold in a fucking rocket car. It's that one.
That is so prophetic, man.
I want that
There are
game
so many
back
people-
so badly. Oh my god, Hit and Run was so fun, dude.
That was good.
What was the first one? There was the one before Hit and Run.
It was
There
Road Rage.
Road Rage is the one you're in a car.
There were a
only.
lot of Simpsons games before that, but like
Sure.
of that
Yeah, I had one on fucking Nintendo.
yeah.
It's
I have my-
Bart-
I have
it's
my
like
emo
Bart
The
game.
beat 'em up. I remember the Simpsons movie had a game.
The beat 'em up was that's so fun.
I mean, it was a classic.
Was the movie
video
game good? I don't remember.
I don't
never
remember.
played
it.
I feel like I remember kind of liking the demo, but then I never, I didn't.
Hit and Run was so cool. I have it on my fucking
That was
Steam
my
Deck.
last Simpsons game, Hit and Run. That was the last one I
game.
played.
That's the best one. I
I
think.
finished it. I actually went
The
for the
first thing you
game
could do in that game is run over to Marge and kick her.
Yeah.
And then she's just like rotating on the ground, like,
Ow, me.
Ow, you bitch!
"Oh, this hurts."
You bitch, nigga!
I love that game. So fun.
It's a really great game.
Yeah.
That's back when video games felt the shiniest, if that makes any sense, you know? Like
do you-
when they
what
were
do you
the
mean?
most like awesome, awe-inspiring. Like,
I was also
whoa.
very excited.
Yeah,
It's like, whoa, this
that
is crazy.
felt like I've been having conversations lately just about like profit motives and just how like deleterious it is. But like I feel like the idea of like capitalistic competition works up until a point, right? And I feel like that was the point where it was like, damn, we really got something good here, man. We're getting great games all the time. Like they're not like perfectly polished, but they're all like really fun.
Yeah.
And then they figured out, it's like, wait, we could cut some of this out and sell it for like DLC. Like, what are we doing? And then it was like, wait, we could put loot boxes in it.
That
It's
was
like, wait, we
before-
could-
that was
we could
before
put
that
battle
era.
pass in.
Yeah.
So like,
Before that era.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's kind of the problem with a lot of that stuff. It's like I feel like it works to a point, but like you gotta
Right.
manage it.
I think at the time,
Gaming industry got too big.
yeah,
I think
for
video
sure.
games.
Yeah, it's way bigger today than it ever was.
I feel like a Call of Duty is the reason why video games went destroyed. Like that's when the system broke, and it's not Call of Duty's fault exactly, but that era of video gaming was like Xbox
Like
Live,
cash cow gaming.
Xbox Live, making microtransactions, all that stuff. That was the era
I think
when
it
it
really
broke.
started with PS1, PS4 though. Because
I
PS4 that was
disagree.
I think so. I think it truly like actually started then, because even GTA 5 didn't really have like the shark card shit until like a little bit later. That was like
That's true.
PS4, Xbox One. PS4 was when PlayStation was like, we're gonna start charging you for online.
No, they started for PS3.
No, they didn't.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Because I remember the PS3 got hacked.
He's right.
No.
He's right.
It
I
is?
remember
You
this
got
very.
PS4?
I remember
He's
this
right.
very, very vividly.
Are you
PlayStation
sure?
3.
100%.
PlayStation
That was when
3.
the premium. Yeah.
PlayStation 3 was always free online. They had PlayStation Plus on PS3.
Oh, that's
but
what I
PlayStation
meant.
Plus,
That's what I meant.
PlayStation Plus was like it was like you would get
was
free
extra.
games.
It was
It was like
extra.
extra
Do you remember
stuff.
why PS Plus happened? Do you remember, right? The big hacking, everyone got fucking hacked, and then
Well,
right
that's not
after
why-
that,
that's not why
when
it
it came
happened.
into existence.
No. That's probably why they started charging for online, so they could like invest in infrastructure to keep that shit from happening again. But PS Plus happened as a response to Xbox Live and how popular it was, and just how like they were, because they had games with gold, and it used to be really good, and it immediately dropped off a cliff.
Yeah.
But like, it was like a competitive thing. It's like, okay, well, we have free online, but we got to get people in here somehow. And so that's why it started, and then it eventually got roped into like the online stuff as like a bundle. But I really do think like that's the era when because that was also the generation where like games just launched fucked. Like the 360, PS3 games launched like not ideal. Like Skyrim on PS3 was kind of a mess, but like generally for the most part, I remember like what was it, Far Cry 3, and that was like I think 2013. Maybe 2012,
Sounds about right.
something like that.
Sounds about right.
And that was a fucking great game. Like people loved it. Like Assassin's Creed 3 was like people didn't love it, but like it wasn't like broken.
It was fine. It ran
2014, right after the Xbox One and PS4, Fucking Master Chief Collection's busted. Fucking Destiny launches with like no content. They gutted the entire story. That was the 2K. That was like that was I think the beginning of like when the 2K got completely fighting. They got like Jake from State Farm in 2K and
that's a little bit on the later end, but
I know.
I'm saying that's where you got
I really do like 2013, 2014, 2015 is like I think like that. Even just when you look at the game of the years for like 2013, 2014, 2015. Like it's kind of like
but my
wild.
My argument comes from the idea where I'm saying like that was
the seeds
when
maybe were there.
That's when the first. So it's like World War I to World War II type shit. You know, where like World War I is when things started getting bad, and then like the ramifications became what happened in World War II.
But I think the 360 PS3 generation was actually like. That was like a fork in the road where like we were at like our absolute pinnacle. Yeah. And we could have gone in two different directions and we chose from then on to go in like a shitty direction. I think.
Yeah. No, it could have been. Yeah. Actually, I totally agree with that. And that shit sucks. That we were alive. We were very alive and mature to completely understand and fully like be fucked by because there's a lot of people that are much younger now that didn't get to truly enjoy the 360 PS3 era. Right? Yeah. And they just know this new shit with all the micro, like it's all normal to them. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, if only you guys knew.
That's crazy because Lily's brother is he was born in 2000. He's 20 now. So 20. So
he was born in 2020?
No, so he's 20 now. He was born in 2004 or 5. Uh-huh. And talking to him about video games is insane because I'm like, you don't remember when.
He has a completely different frame of reference. I'm sure it's how people in the 80s feel about
You can go back and you can experience them, but you weren't like. You weren't around because, like, I remember for me, the most iconic moment for video gaming for me was the release of Halo 3. That is like was the moment where I remember video games being something bigger than it was like on TV and shit.
I remember San Andreas.
That one I remember
too. Halo 3.
Everybody was freaking the fuck out about San Andreas, dude.
I remember San Andreas. I remember Halo 3, and I remember Skyrim.
Skyrim was big.
Halo 2 was big as well. But like, I mean, like
my god,
that stretch of time
Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire on the fucking commercials. Where they had the the Pokemon commercial, the original one with on the bus, when they're squeezing the bus to make the Pokemon thing. I remember that being revealed and being like, ooh, what's that? Yeah. You know, I remember the
And then like the next generation kind of like it didn't really have that moment. Fortnite was the last moment that was like that. And I guess Marvel Rivals to like a lesser extent is kind of like that moment again.
Rivals is like the resurgence of like video game popularity almost reaching a little outside of where it should be.
But dude, that used to happen a lot is what I'm saying. Yeah. Like it was bigger, it's Marvel Rivals today. It was Fortnite before that.
And Overwatch before that. Because Overwatch got pretty big, but it wasn't like Overwatch was very pervasive in the video game world, but it didn't jump out of the video game.
But dude, Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4 were like a month apart.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
What was another crazy game that came out around that time?
BioShock was around that time. Portal was around that time.
But those were within the game realm. They didn't escape the game realm.
Big
to like the world, you know.
I think those are the big. Skyrim was definitely the
Skyrim
last.
escaped it.
Huge.
Obviously, GTA 5.
People that I didn't even know that played video games were talking.
I didn't
about
play
that shit.
Skyrim on release, man.
They didn't know anything about Elder Scrolls.
That's so crazy because like we were. Were you around? Were you? Oh no, you were in high school still.
I knew you guys, but I wasn't still in high school.
So I was at Dutchess when Skyrim came out at college, and I remember, the launch day. No one was at school.
Like, did you leave early?
Huh? No, I didn't have it. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I wasn't paying attention. I never played Elder Scrolls. And at that time I had played Fallout 3, but I didn't like it. Like, cause I didn't play it for more than like I didn't even get out of the vault. I was like, what the fuck am I taking a test for? This is so stupid. I'm not gonna go home from school and take a test in a video game. This sucks. So like I just didn't appreciate Fallout 3 at that time. So I didn't care about Bethesda games. And then so like I come to school one day and like half of my friends are gone. A lot of staff is gone. Like I think teachers had like either subs or like they canceled classes. I was like,
that's crazy.
What's going? Because college they could cancel class.
Yeah.
But like I was like, what the fuck is going on?
What
is happening? And I think I got Skyrim like I think like maybe like a couple weeks later because I just couldn't escape it. It was
right.
Like, everybody was talking about it.
I didn't play it, man. I feel so crazy. I didn't play the game on.
You missed out on a crazy. Like you obviously experienced it, but like in that time. Which actually,
I kept hearing the arrow to the niche shit, and I was like, "What the fuck is this about?"
That was fucking annoying.
Yeah,
but
I played a little bit later too, only because two of my friends wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
So it was them that every conversation that when we met up was about Skyrim. I was like, God damn! Like to me, I'm the same as I am now. I always was like, I'm gonna buy this shit way later when it's cheaper. I was just like, I didn't like spending.
Yeah.
I just didn't like buying new shit, and I had to just hurry up and finally fucking play it because when you're hanging out with the homies and all they're talking about are niche things within Skyrim, I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'm
That's
just gonna
when you
sit
come
here.
over now. We're talking about rivals, and you're like,
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, even when you guys talk about Destiny, I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's why we don't talk about Destiny too much. Because only you and I know this.
literally, yeah.
Maybe Paul also, but like he's I think he's actually playing still.
Yeah, he plays.
but-
He's invested for real.
Yeah,
I might because
I
like
respect that.
because you can get like all of the fucking expansions for super cheap. now.
Destiny,
you're better off playing
it's
Rivals,
There's
man.
no point playing Destiny.
because Rivals
anymore.
is free.
It's what
you know.
Yeah, okay.
And it's the game. Of the
Rivals
month.
is free, and you're a comic book fan, so you're gonna see some shit. You're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I remember that."
Yeah,
They got some baddies in there too, man.
Some.
I saw some where I was just like,
There's
Jesus
only one
Christ.
woman that I wouldn't fucking, and it's because she's underaged. Like literally, everyone else is a Penny. Penny's a kid.
I don't.
a woman?
I don't like the way you said that though.
Kid.
Like if say
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like I could have worded that better. There's.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Y'all
I'm just
know what I
fucking
mean.
Yes,
But like,
yes, it just sounds funny.
I actually didn't think about it until you
sounds-
mentioned how that it's probably not.
sounds
the best.
like
someone could that
the
could be
bar
clipped,
for entry.
that
is-
could be clipped
just the
out
age.
incorrectly.
Man,
You
if
should,
only
you should
she
drive
was,
away and kill yourself.
If only she was my age. If only.
Yeah,
It's really weird to think of this. I thought about it a lot. Spider-Man is younger than me in the comics now.
Yeah.
And that freaks me the fuck out.
whatever.
That bothers me a lot.
Nerd, fucking dweeb, loser.
Yeah, that's how I feel about sports. When like everyone's like younger than me now,
You're like, oh.
like everyone that's like professional playing, I was like, oh my god, these guys are fucking like 22 and shit. And like I remember being a kid, and like, whoa, I can't wait to be this old and strong. And I'm like,
Do you remember
not
having that
strong.
moment?
Now I'm like old and
remember-
fucking dumb.
We've definitely talked about this before. We don't have to belabor it, but
Yeah.
like, you remember that moment in porn for you
Yeah.
when you were like, when you realized like, oh, porn stars can be younger than me.
It was a very, for me, I
I was
don't
like 23, I think, and I remember being like, oh,
It's,
I never
it's
really
weird when
had
you
that
go.
revelation.
It's weird when you go to the classics, the good olds, and you're like, oh, she's younger than
she's
me.
younger
in
than
this.
me now.
She's other.
In that video,
I don't watch porn enough to have that. I never got that revelation.
you don't watch porn enough to have that revelation.
No, I never.
You don't
never,
watch
like,
porn at least 7 hours a day.
no,
7
I-
hours a day. Is
I guess I
crazy.
just never because like
7
even,
minutes.
Even you talk about the nostalgic thing, I kind of I just don't catch enough stuff to like for that to hit me, and I feel like I need to remedy that. I need to
Yeah, you need to get
start,
addicted to porn.
I need to start doing some
It's-
research and get back on all the. I remember we talked about Cytheria for a minute, so maybe I'll do like she must have been.
Well, she's probably 23 or 22
yeah.
at the time.
So she's definitely up there now. So now I can do that and be like, oh wow, I'm way older than her. You know, that's I can do that, I guess. Now I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, go do it. Report back.
I'm gonna do that.
Record your data
I
and
still
report
never, I'm
back.
fucking lazy, man. I'll say once I lost my links, I never went back to it.
That shit was a fucking crippling experience, bro.
Yeah.
Losing your links?
Yeah, because like there was
Yeah.
like some cool links. People would have their links saved up, and then the purge, and I'm like, I don't care.
Damn, yeah. It's kind of like losing like an RPG character. That like,
You're like,
I built this character up for fucking years.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah,
Like, nope, can't be bothered.
It is actually why it took me so long to get back to Skyrim, because like my Skyrim character, the first one that I played on 360 was just so I invested so much time into that character. Had such a perfect build. I had like entire like idea of like who he was,
Yeah,
I gave him lore.
and then I lost it, and then I was like, oh,
that's interesting. I need to pop that back in. I want to see my
My Skyrim
old
character is so wildly overpowered for no fucking reason.
dude, my character
I
in the
can't
Outer
go
Worlds
back.
is fucking hilarious. I suspect all of it into like science and talking. So I've just been arguing my way out of conversation or out of conflicts.
Yeah.
And when I don't, I can like freeze time and then like shoot people in specific places to do specific. Like if I shoot somebody in the head with like a weaker gun, I'll blind them,
Oh shit!
and then they're just blind.
I didn't even know that was a mechanic.
It's cool. Yeah, I didn't know it was either because like I didn't spec into like science before.
Okay.
But like if you spec into science, you like know it's like okay, I could weaken or cripple or like stagger or like fucking blind. It's kind of cool. Like there's a lot more to that game than I thought there was.
It's a good game.
I didn't give it a lot of credit.
Yeah.
I mean I always liked it, but like I didn't really delve deep into it. Anyway, let's do like one more.
Let's
quick
do one more.
and then get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Joshua Jones wrote in. He says, "Hello there, Snark, Lord Snarkist Applebee's and Sween. Would you guys ever do a show with David Jaffe? I think that'd be hilarious. Okay, sit down. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
I think I would. It's just a matter of like whether or not he'd be willing to come up here because he's kind of far actually.
Yeah.
I thought he was a little bit closer. He's in San Diego, so like it's not exactly like
getting him to come up here would be
that would be kind of a.
Maybe we can just make a trip out of it, and
go down to San Diego.
I want to go to SD for my birthday, man.
Hey, didn't you go last time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Did you go to the zoo?
I went to the zoo in the.
Did you eat any of the animals?
Yeah, I did. That's cool.
It's a reasonable question. They serve.
I got to be next to a porcupine.
There's a.
You ate the porcupine?
No, I was near it.
I think you said Pokemon. I was like, I don't think you understand what a zoo is.
He thinks
I
Pokemon
fed,
are real.
I fed the porcupine.
He
That
doesn't
was
understand
cool.
what an animal is. He just like only understand. Imagine somebody who only understand animals in the context of Pokemon.
Yeah.
That
Like, what Pokemon is it?
you would be off, but like you'd be very off, but like not enough to have like a bad life, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you're throwing Pokeballs at him? You're just throwing rocks at him.
You're
throwing
pelting
rocks.
rocks at this lion. This is like, and he's a big ass rock. And I KO'd it. Let me catch it.
Lionel, why aren't you going in the ball? And
I've been,
It's a fucking dent in a lion's head after you pelted rocks at it enough.
Let's start queuing up to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I will say in the last couple of days I've been kind of like going crazy with TikTok because I figured like this is the last stretch.
Oh yeah, tomorrow,
see
right?
what's
Or is
on
it
here.
today? It's 12 o'clock today.
I thought it was I don't know.
So I've
The
stumbled
19th.
across.
Yeah?
I've stumbled across.
It's the 19th.
12 o'clock
that's
today.
2 days.
No, today's the
Today's
17th. Today's the 18th. I'm not
Today's
mistaken.
the 17th.
He doesn't
you're
know.
wrong.
None of us know what fucking.
Oh, you're
day
right.
it is.
You're right.
It's fucking insane. It's
That
like being in
shit's
it's like
out.
being in a mental institution. Like no one knows what day it is. Everybody's like, "You want to go to the fucking inauguration in like 10 minutes or 2 days?"
And,
Or-
yeah.
It's like-
We literally had to fucking disappear and reappear into the fucking place, and then we get shot by Secret Service.
You guys want to go hang out with Donald Trump? Imagine we're up on stage. We're just like,
Just standing there.
Welcome our special guests to the Snark Tank podcast.
I'm sure they're all minorities.
My favorite part.
Two of them are kind of ambiguous. You don't know what they are. The big black one's apparently Latino. We love the Latino people.
Yeah, he's a little scary, but we love him.
And then we got the small, skittish white one. Apparently he's Latino too.
I love the white-skinned Latinos.
Then we got
White-skinned
the...
Latinos, they have enough culture, but they don't stick out and they don't ruin the color. They don't ruin the tapestry. I like
Then
it.
we got the standard nigga in the middle somewhere.
standard nigga. He's not standard. He's got holes in his ears. And
They say I know
graffiti all over his body.
I really think it's an interesting shout out to they're all gonna get seats in office. I'd flip code immediately. I'd be like, I'm sorry, queer people.
At that point, because I would wreak havoc on society. I don't care anymore.
I'm like,
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry, queers.
Like, you guys voted for this. I'm gonna contribute to your fucking destruction.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
would
I have a lot
I would
of
purposely fuck over the red states
Like,
horribly.
Can we make somehow there less oxygen in the red states?
I think that there just is.
yeah.
No, there's probably more actually because there's more like
There's more
there's
greenery,
more like a
and
greenery.
shit. So we start. We're gonna just cut down all the trees. No, we have plenty of
I'm
lumber.
a frack in those motherfuckers' houses.
Can you imagine just taking an entire forest from like one of those places and be like, we're bringing this to LA. Sorry, they
And we're
need it.
we're just bringing entire blocks of like rural
It's like
areas.
fucking Minecraft. It's all in squares.
I like the idea of drilling directly in people's houses in the middle of it.
What are you doing? None of your business. Shut up if I give you a shot.
Others getting old. Thank you, Trump. I'm good. I'm good with this.
Thank you, Lord Trump.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of just like, I have so much anger directed at like, just why couldn't you just let us say retarded?
Yeah,
Like I really do think you ruined everything.
You started something.
You
and
started
something
something.
that you just didn't understand.
For me, my anger and my rage just comes from one, the Green Party. Fuck those niggas. I appreciate what they're trying to do, but also like,
Whoa.
y'all are just so stupid. You're like, it's like, I'm not going to side with that because that doesn't align with my values. Like, yes. And this guy that's taking reproductive rights doesn't.
They're no longer
Oh, interesting.
oil derricks. They're now oil Trumps.
Oil derricks.
They're oil Trumps, and they're gonna be one inside of every patriot's home.
We're gonna put a little nuclear egg inside every house. We're gonna put a little.
We're
nuclear-
gonna
Did you see that
be-
thing with Enron? It's like a joke thing. I'm pretty sure, but like, somebody managed to get a hold of the Enron company,
What?
and like they own Enron now.
Someone just
Yeah,
someone.
So they've been putting out these fake things where it's like almost like a Steve Jobs like TED Talk kind of thing,
Yeah.
where it's like we've invented a fucking Enron nuclear egg that we're gonna put in every single house, and it's gonna give you all sorts of fucking silly little powers. But it's like it's done like really earnestly. Like it's like a guy giving like he's Steve Jobs.
Is this on Twitter? What is this on?
I saw it on Twitter. Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's obviously not.
I get it.
Enron's
Yeah.
not making a nuclear egg, but like I just love the idea of just somebody. I love the idea of taking like a disgraced company that's like in the dirt, buying it and resurrecting it as like a joke.
That is cool.
Like I love that idea.
That's stuff that I would do if I had a lot of money. If I had
Absolutely.
stupid amounts of money, for sure.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
We got to find a really cheap company.
Like I would have bought Radio Shack and turned.
Oh, Radio Shack?
Yeah, I would have bought. So what asshole bought Radio Shack? Some stupid asshole bought it that didn't deserve it. Damn it, I can't remember. It might have been that Steve person. Who was that idiot that was trying to sell all the Shkreli or
Oh, Martin Shkreli.
My Shkreli.
Yeah. He might have bought Radio Shack.
Somebody like that bought it, and it pissed me off.
I would buy Radio Shack and I would sell nothing but radios that had Shaq's face on them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shaq like radios, yeah.
Yeah, Radio
Checkmate.
Shack.
It
But it would
literally-
still be spelled Radio Shack. But
Yeah.
Big Diesel out.
I don't remember.
Radio Shack
I
is
don't
so
remember signing off on this.
Radio Shack is so funny because it's like it sounds like an old company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even just the name. Like I remember
Shack.
even when I was a
Radio
kid,
Shack.
like it's a shack. It's like not even. It's
Well,
not
Radio
even-
Shack is an old company, isn't
It's
it?
just-
Well,
Aren't they
yeah,
old?
right, but like it's not like even Best Buy. Best Buy doesn't sound old. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Target, even
It's not like, it was
Do you
like-
remember the Best
it's
Buy
like-
rebrand?
It's like
Remember when they
Circuit
changed
City.
their logo?
Circuit City's kind of like
I loved Circuit City.
Circuit
can I
City
tell
was
you?
awesome, but it's like the name Circuit City is a very apropos to like its time.
Yeah.
It's like circuits. Like, oh man,
Yeah, circuitry.
were you?
I'm pretty sure kids don't even know what a circuit is now.
No.
I barely do.
Yeah,
Yeah, Radio.
yeah, I say that too,
Shack.
as if I know.
Hey, welcome to Radio Shack.
Hey,
We're gonna
my name is
Shack.
Shaquille O'Neal. I'm gonna fucking kill everybody in this room right now.
It's kind of like Pizza Hut. Although at least pizza, at least food is timeless though.
Pizza Hut. It is.
Hut is old,
Yeah.
but like pizza's like it evens it
yeah, hot
out.
doilers are old.
No one has dude. Round one has like pizza that is rivals Pizza Hut actually, because like Pizza Hut, like it's like
He's
this,
a rivals Pizza Hut.
it's
Like that's like as a fucking comment. Like
That sounds kind of good though.
But here's the thing,
I
like,
like a Pizza Hut pizza. every now
Pizza
and then.
Hut. Like exactly, it's that because
Personal pan?
I rarely ever have
The
it.
Pizza Hut by where we grew up, the dine-in one. I like Pizza Hut there.
It's the same Pizza Hut.
It's not the same.
I promise you.
It's not the same.
Okay, but
All right,
That's
then
it.
go bring some pizza from. Go
that place
right
is down now.
now.
Actually,
It is.
yeah, it's like a fucking diner now.
Go walk. Oh, it's not Pizza Hut anymore.
Now it's a diner.
Well, then how can we ever prove this?
Yeah,
Damn.
I win.
he lies.
I win.
I lied or I told the truth.
I
One
do
of the
think
two.
dine-in
Yeah.
Pizza Hut is better
Yeah.
than like
It's a dine-in.
But also, why the fuck would you dine in at Pizza Hut?
because
like that's kind of the problem.
We did
feel the same
once
way, yeah.
by mistake. And you're like, oh, this is pretty fucking good. And then we went back and you're like, I like it here.
I did once and then I shat all over myself.
Damn.
Yeah, it was bad. I like it. I don't know, man. Pizza Hut's not good, but it's I don't know. It's kind of like the Tostino's kind of heat up pizza, where it's like this isn't pizza, but sometimes I'm in the mood for this.
Those ones are those. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. It's a mood thing, 100%. If I'm in the mood for pizza, I'm not
had a
thinking
pizza
of
today.
Pizza Hut. But if sometimes I'm like, oh, like Pizza Hut. Just sometimes actually,
I would buy the stuffed crust part of it just alone. Honestly, that shit is.
I don't like
crack
Pizza
it
Hut's
off and then
pizza.
throw the
The
rest
bread is a
away.
little too sweet.
the bread.
It tastes sweet to me.
The bread-
bread's
sweet?
sweet. I don't think so.
It tastes sweet to me.
really?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
To me, it has a nice buttery taste to it. I like it.
I'm not a fan of sweet
I love the
bread.
stuffed crust, man. I love it.
It's good. Stuffed crust is awesome.
If I'm gonna-
I sometimes I order
you
a
get the pizza
stuffed
cutter, and then you just throw the rest of the pizza.
Dude, I
away.
literally
right in a pizza guy's face.
Splat.
I have ostensibly done that.
What do you mean? You've done that?
So like I order the stuffed crust for the crust, and the pizza's like a byproduct of it.
Yeah.
And I eat the pizza, and then I eat the crust, and I eat the pizza, and then I eat the crust, and then I get to a certain point where I'm like, maybe there's 3 slices left. It's just the crust.
It's just the crust.
I'm eating the crust, and I'm throwing the pizza out.
I also sometimes just eat the cheese and the toppings, and then throw the rest of the. Like I've had enough. I've had enough of the dough. Like I'm kind of full.
It's not very good dough,
There's
I
so
know.
much. I'm like I'm good. So then there's Pizza Hut and Domino's. Domino's. I feel like one day they're gonna expose and gonna have a huge lawsuit because they do something to their cheese that's not. I've never tasted anywhere else.
Yeah.
They have a specific cheese flavor that I'm like, what the fuck is in here? I like it,
Yeah.
but it's not just mozzarella. There's something in it that is. I don't know. I can't.
It's like they found an angel, molested it, and then liquefied it.
and
into
it
some
look
kind
yeah.
of-
They put something in it that I just can't. I've never tasted anywhere else.
Anyway, we're gonna read our $25
Oh, yeah,
and
you
up
should do that.
patrons. We're gonna read our $25 and up patrons. Remember, go over to patreon.com/snark. You can support the show right in. Get your questions asked, early access, all that stuff. Jump on in. Count me down.
3, 2, 1.
I don't want to read it.
Just speed
Show's
run.
over. All right. The homeless person. The homeless person in between Sweeney's teeth. A squid starship. Don't make a colon a promise if you know you can't keep it. Emma throwing. You know what I notice sometimes is that like I'll read names, and it'll be like maybe like the 15th time that I'll read a name. 14 times that I've read the name beforehand, you have no reaction to it. And then for some reason, the 15th time, you're like, that's funny.
I'm laughing. Well, I laughed. I laughed at Derek trying to fucking stealthily grab his food.
Oh, okay,
So you
all right.
could not see him do
Oh,
it.
so you weren't even laughing at the fucking name.
But sometimes that does happen.
Oh, it does happen.
And
Of
it's
course.
like, and I notice it's very funny.
Is that the Rock's drink? Is that the Rock's energy drink?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Dude, the fucking tropical punch flavor is stupid good. And then the rest of the flavors, no.
So it's like Samoan butt sweat, I guess.
Yeah, essentially.
You know the Uso brothers, right?
Yeah, of course.
They look like black people to me. I don't know why they look like that.
Well, they try.
I think they definitely try. I think they definitely
What do you mean?
insinuate
They're,
it.
like,
They
wearing
act like
They try their hard to.
They negify their appearance, their actions,
but that's what
especially.
Samoans do.
Both have outlaw on their forearm.
Well-
But if you look at them before they when they first look at them when they first bursted onto the
Well,
scene.
their dad in general, because Rikishi's their dad,
Rikishi,
right?
yeah.
And Rikishi looks
Fatsu.
looks nigga-ish, particularly him. Like
Rikishi sounds like, I mean, no offense.
I mean, they're when they first came out, they
Sounds
were like
black as
very.
fuck.
They were dressed in their tribal shit, and they just looked Samoan. But then they were like, oh, day one ish. And they would come out all fucking hard and shit, and I was like, "These niggas are black now. Like, they're just black.
look every I know a few Samoans. I know one Samoan that does
Who
not
are these
look
people
like,
that you're talking
These
about?
are
Down
wrestler,
with-
these wrestler guys.
Day one.
So they don't like
ish,
make content
down
from their
with.
house or anything, right?
No.
No.
This is an easy way to tell. You can see if the thing goes off.
Ding.
Ding.
Mine goes off in my house
Does
without
it really?
one. Yeah, without one. I don't have one of those in my house,
the
so we
fuck
hear it
up.
What are you
sometimes.
talking about?
It's like ding, and I'm like, huh? Every time I get into an
It
argument
is,
on
dude.
Twitter.
It is funny though. Like, there's a. It is funny that is something that is like reliably found. Like on the internet, I've seen so many videos, and it's just it's normal. It's completely normal content. It's just like some black guy talking about something, and it's all like the fucking beep of the alarm. It's like, why is it so? Like, what? What is it about it?
I don't know why, because mine used to go off in New
Is it
York
just at like a
too.
frequency? Is there like a scientific reason?
Frequency.
I think we just ignore it. Like, oh, the batteries are low. I'll be fine. Leave the
I'll
batteries
be
up there.
fine.
That's so crazy. That would drive me insane.
The beep to me is nuts because so many houses now just have them wired in
Yeah.
so that you don't need batteries anymore.
You know, most niggas ain't getting modern houses. The fuck?
Well, it's not even you get it whatever. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair.
Wait,
But
no,
that's
we
my-
already
back
got
to-
derailed.
Back to my argument, right? Back to my, before we continue.
No, go.
They particularly, because I know Samoans that look like
You're taking too long.
different,
Flexing being-
different from different.
Flexing being
not like
a
niggas,
day
but
one
then some of them
listener,
look straight
like a
like
Destiny veteran. Flex is playing the day one.
They probably
the
have
day one
some
beta
nigga in
when
them.
sharing.
they have
bad
features like
opinion.
me, and I'm like, what's this?
They have some nigga in them.
Sweeney going King Kong mode at the local elementary school and throwing 37 children.
What?
Throwing 37 children off of the roof. Plankton and the cum bucket. Nice. 1,000 Ways to Die, cum edition.
That's given. Cum bucket. Yeah.
Yeah. Into each mouth some cum must fall, but too much is falling in mine. Into each man some dick must go, whether the sun don't shine. Nowhere one by one.
What's up with your peripherals, bitch?
My peripherals they've been trained to be so focused in on like one window that I've been forced to pay extra attention to everything I don't see.
What am I looking at? Why? What is this? Why is it doing
What is
that?
it? What is it? I don't see what the problem is.
Fair enough.
What is going on? Why
Someone
is that
put
happening?
Chimps Ahoy cookies. Is crazy.
Chimps Ahoy?
That's crazy. That shit made that.
Damn it! You made me want a Chip
So,
Ahoy.
You want a Chimp Ahoy?
You want a Chip Ahoy?
I want a Chip Ahoy.
I have a Chip Ahoy in my fridge. I have.
Having one loose Chip Ahoy in your fridge is fucking diabolical.
Not even in a bag. It was
Not in a
there.
bag. Dude, I had an experience.
Yeah.
I was at a friend's house. I won't name names. They had pizza in their fridge. Loose.
No. No.
Loose.
Dude.
Kingston.
Savage.
I know it can't be my house
It's not yours.
because I would die.
It's not yours.
I would die. I would die.
Savage.
Kingston. Loose.
Do I know the person?
No.
Okay.
No.
No one I care about, then good.
No. But I was just like, wow.
I don't know if people live like that, man.
I would rather, I think,
I'd rather be evicted on the street.
I'd rather be evicted on the street.
Yeah.
I'd rather be one
I'd
of
rather be
those...
viciously molested, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
That's a real fear for you. Yeah.
20 Verilies.
Is that a threat?
That's a promise.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Is that a threat?
Yeah.
That's a fucking promise.
Nothing nowhere, one by one, leaving a trail of pre-cum like a snail. Did you guys call the short bus in elementary school the dart cart? Berserker Broly gap-shotting Sweeney. Gap-shotting is crazy. The Sloker, want to know how I got these chromosomes?
Sloker.
Make a gayer version of the YMCA. Emmett Tillin like a villain. And he, the swiftness of that.
What the hell,
was
man?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was up. Emmett Tillin like a villain. Indiana Jones yelling, "Your name is Toby. I bite children." Gandalf sending that ball rigger where he belongs.
Oh, the
Domination.
Nintendo Switch 2 got revealed. We forgot to talk about that.
Oh, we
Did it?
did. We did forget to talk about that, which goes to show
I didn't even know.
How little we care.
how little it matters. Like, I don't look. It looks cool. Whatever. Like, it looks it.
I didn't even see it trending.
What the fuck are you showing me?
I was not expecting to see Simon Cowell again. That genuinely caught me by a little silly
That's
surprise.
a good screen sale.
Why do you have these things on fucking lock?
What the fuck is that?
That reminds me of that fucking. Oh my god!
Why is
there was
he-
like a stupid image. Do you remember that stupid image of the ugly fucking?
Why does he
From like 2009 or something? It was like a balding guy with like ponytails, and he had like fucked up lips.
No.
No.
Oh god damn it! It was somebody in the chat. I keep saying chat.
Yeah.
Somebody in the
Hey, chat. Can you
somebody.
Listening.
Somebody listening must know what this is. It was like the earliest example of like just like an ugly, just fucking photoshopped shit post of a person. It
I kind of feel like I know what you're
was in
talking
a lot
about.
of memes early.
I know exactly
It
what you're
almost
talking about.
looked a little bit like Ding Fries Are Done, almost a little bit, but not
I
exactly.
think I know what you're talking about. I think I know how I can find it.
Yeah, look it up.
Let me see if there's
Old ass ugly thing. Like I don't even know what to look.
I
for
think
that.
I know. I think I can find it through a meme that I.
You'll know it immediately when you see it.
I don't know if this is it, but I'm gonna try to find it.
I hope it is. Anyway, you look for it. I'll keep reading. Domination, Vaughn of the Dead. Brial helped my grandma cross the street, then kicked her into the gutter. The sketch is Sweeney's alt skin. Jingle balls, jingle balls, jingle balls, cock. Who has the skinniest penis of the three of you? Howling at the moon for Yoo-hoo. I'm a dumbass for not thinking silliest white. One Piece is about killing Jews, just ask Hassan. Hiring a Bo Obama to kill my boyfriend and not giving me enough attention. Sandy the Mam, whose handies are god tier and make me Randy. Make me Randy is insane. Like Randy Marsh
Yeah,
coming all over himself. That's fucking crazy.
hot.
Getting murdered by the entire United States military because some dog used to work at the White House to the tune of Schism by Tool. I know my penis fits. If shitting cum is cool, then consider me Miles Gay. Death. Jack the world's fastest Maori, following Chris since 2013. I apologize. You can't take back what your booty hole received. Chris, it's not retreading. It's called a callback. Read a comedy book, you unenlightened bohemian wretch. Give us more Majin Red Dead Redemption. If Chris was a roller coaster, he'd be the midget spinner.
Yeah.
That felt fucking mean.
That's
Shit.
crazy. I'm not a midget. I'm small, but. Oh. Huge Nicholas Berlanga, full name. Oh, Hugo. Hugo Nicholas Berlanga, full name. I have no shame. Big meaty stinks. Thousand up 3, million up 6, billion up 9, trillion up 12, quadrillion up 15, quintillion up 18. I did my homework. Can I play outside now? Andy the man whose handies are now back to S tier and forever dandy. John, Jack, and Arthur pissing on Micah. Gay song of the South.
up.
Schlong in my mouth. God damn it. I live in Texas going off to Vegas. I live in Texas, ain't going to Vegas to eat Roadhouse. The in-game currency in Call of Duty is called CP. Gids, sucking on profalazine. Can't put down the cock. Every time you take a hiatus, the world falls apart. I know.
Sipping on promethazine.
In the ad voice, Red Robin, come.
Down the cock.
He's longer,
I
hard.
fell in love.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
I fell in love.
Down the cock.
Let me.
Sipping on promethazine.
All right. He's longer, harder, and thicker too. He's got a big member with hot white goo. Gay. The gay dong.
You should get as big as him.
The gay.
No. I'm trying to do the literal opposite.
Have you found it yet?
He should work on.
Dude, I'm gonna lose my
YouTube
mind.
search engine sucks so much dick. The video that I'm looking for, I can't find it. They're just showing me nothing but shorts and
Ugly.
irrelevant stuff that isn't relevant. It pisses me off because I feel like
Sipping on profalazine. Become I fell in love.
Oh my
I
God, this
fell in love.
fucking thing.
yeah,
Oh my
that's what
god.
yes, that
yeah,
thing.
I know that video.
We've
Yeah.
all seen this.
That's because it was a part of a.
I looked up creepy, ugly meme face.
Oh,
and
there
it was
you
the
go.
first thing that came up.
It probably would have been easier for me to do that.
This is more
but
high res than I remember. Did they remaster this?
I think probably up-res by
This
fucking AI or
That's so
something.
disgusting. I hated this image so deeply.
God, I can't find.
Anyway,
It's so stupid. Why does YouTube suck so bad now?
yeah, everything's fucking.
Like I
falling
can't
apart.
find anything I'm looking for.
What YouTube sucks now. What do you mean? I thought competition made better products.
The amount of shorts it's showing me.
Okay, so that guy needs to be killed.
Just videos, asshole. Stop, dude.
I hate that. Ruined my fucking day.
I'm glad
He's
it
longer, hard to think. People equal gay. Kevin Durant's feet. Dr. Manlover. How I learned to stop wearing and love the cock. Fuck you. I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants teaching several chimps patois, so they can and will rape Sweeney to death. Fucking fuck face unstoppable Crash Bandicoot X Jamiroquai crossover virtual insanity. So virtual insanity, like okay, that's a cute idea, but Crash Bandicoot X Jamiroquai, all that I can imagine. Is
terrifying.
Jamiroquai sliding towards the camera as the boulder is like behind him? Because there's levels of Crash where you're like running towards the camera.
Yeah.
So like it's
I hate that
This is
shit.
behind him.
I hate that shit running. Whoa. Those. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad as a kid. I'm like, I can't see what's coming up sometimes.
I mean,
that's how I felt about the Sonic games.
That was the difficulty.
That's how I felt about the Sonic games actually.
Oh,
Where it's
really?
just like because
They're
it's a game about
side-scrolling,
going right exactly, but like it's a side scroller and you're going fast, but like you can only see like 3 feet in front.
Yeah,
of
you don't know.
But you're
what's
not
gonna-
moving fast. I guess.
Yeah,
I guess I'm
you
just
don't know
autistic, so
what-
my brain was like, I understand this.
Like, you don't know what you're gonna land on sometimes.
Yeah.
Like there's like fucking lava sometimes.
I
You're
like
"God damn it."
I like the idea of Jamiroquai running like Crash is spinning so fast, Jamiroquai is getting pulled towards him.
Like it's like a cyclone.
Yeah.
I was thinking of just destroying the entire set. You know, like he's just fucking spinning and then the couch is flying everywhere and shit.
He goes straight through the Jamiroquai's.
Someone help me.
Crashes.
Crash is ruining the city. He's spinning
Being
through
harassed by
stuff.
Crash Bandicoot, and it's always scary. The way he spins and ruins everything. Kill him. Cortex.
Cortex.
Long time question asker, first time listener. Jolly old dipshit, ace of parades. Navi R and B singer Mary J. Pligger. So stupid. Cause you make my ass ache, yeah, you make my ass ache. Earthquake.
You make my girth ache. Oh.
Y'all should really check out Trench Crusade. It's a World War I battle between the church and hell itself. I love how I didn't. This is apparently a tabletop game. I thought it was everything else.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been the last guess that I would have had. Pedophilic XQC is PDF. Martin Manfucker strikes back from poverty. Got to get that dude pum pum. Got to get that dude pum pum. Got to get that dude pum pum. Amazing. For episode 300, say all of the patron names. I promise it'll be funny. That would be insane. That's not a bad idea, actually. That's a lot.
That sounds horrible.
That sounds like a miserable time.
Fuck, we got to start planning the 300, man.
Yeah.
Actually,
what episode is this?
This
three
is
or four?
93. 293.
Okay.
Oh wait,
okay.
no, this is 294. This is
yeah. So okay. Yeah, we'll plan it.
No, this is 3.
Well,
I'm an idiot. Yeah, what? It doesn't
I don't
matter.
know.
We'll just make Lily do a solo episode where she's by herself only.
No.
We can't get Lily back. Her ratings are terrible.
Her ratings are horrible.
I don't know.
Let me do something. We gotta have a guest. We gotta have somebody
Who'd be a good enough guest?
We'll shop it.
I'm talking to. I won't mention it actually because I don't want it to not happen.
Yeah, we'll
But,
shop it.
I have an idea in mind.
All right.
I'll text him today actually. Whoa, relax, okay?
I'm gonna text Ben Shapiro.
We need to also math out when that's gonna be, so we can kind of predict it. We'll figure it out. Billy Joel
Ben Shapiro.
on trial. Ben Shapiro. In fact.
Dave Rubin.
In fact.
He doesn't live that far away. We should.
Yes, he does. He's in Florida.
Oh, right.
He moved, yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna move to Florida to get fucking belittled and distracted all the time.
Yeah, to get fucking molested.
All the Cubans
by
laughing
a bunch of
at
dudes
him.
that swear they hate gay people.
Cubans are laughing at
I
him.
almost wrote a verse in.
Oh, so good.
I almost wrote a verse in the song that I was just like noodling around with, where I was just killing Dave Rubin, and it was the whole verse was there. And I was like, it's probably too much.
Megadeth.
Megadeth.
He definitely said the N-word in that video. He definitely did not say mega. I've said mega plenty of times.
Billy Joel on trial for starting the LA fires. Billy Joel on trial for starting the LA fires. It's so stupid.
Who?
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
I didn't start the fire,
but I kept it burning. I knew those poems were hurting. Yeah.
I didn't start the fire.
I blame it on the homeless.
Is that the most rewritten
Joe
song
Rogan.
in the history of the world, you think?
Probably.
I guess so, yeah.
That's like a go-to song for like a joke.
I guess so.
I remember We Didn't Start the Flame War from back in fucking the College Humor days.
Oh my god!
I remember that being like, what the fuck?
College Humor is still around, which is crazy to me. They fused with Smosh though. They're like,
oh, are they really? Did it really?
used to say it.
That makes a lot of sense,
Smosh,
actually.
College Humor. The company that owns Smosh bought them too.
I never would have guessed that Smosh would have had the resurgence that they had
Oh,
in the way that they've had it.
I didn't even know.
Like I get TikTok like things often of just their shows, and it's kind of nuts.
That makes sense because fucking Roy William Johnson's making fucking views now.
I guess, but he's like he's on Facebook or something. Like he's off the grid. Like these guys are on TikTok
5 months
and YouTube.
ago, I searched something specifically, like it was a true crime thing. He talked about a subject, and it got like 1 point something.
What's happening for him? So this woman was raped and molested.
Stop!
I'm sure.
I was a fan of his. I was a big fan of his. Leave me alone.
I'm sure.
I liked
exactly
Equals 3. It was pretty much Tosh
Faking
0.0.
He's talking about that murder was fake.
That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I watched that show a lot.
Yeah.
That's fucking embarrassing.
Nah,
I watched it a lot too. I think not as much.
I watched a lot too, though.
I did.
Not as much.
I know I pretend to be gay, but you know.
I remember I liked him. I liked him because I was like, he's got 3 names like me.
You don't fucking know. Is that you don't announce?
Everyone has 3 names.
Did you announce yourself to people as I'm Chris Ray?
Dumbass.
No.
Okay. I'm Chris Ray.
The issue is that there's
Molly Wop.
No, but
The Mega Negro, whatever your name is.
the issue is that there's actually like a lot of Chris Maldonados. So that was the issue. So I kind of ended up kind of using Ray intentionally. Because it was just impossible. There's like a baseball player named Chris Maldonado. There's like a serial rapist named Chris Maldonado. They're both the same person.
You used to be a former baseball player and rapist.
Yeah. There's a lot
before you started making YouTube.
God, that would suck. That would suck so hard.
What's crazy? Because everyone has.
But Chris
3
Ray
names.
is very specific. Like, there's not a lot of Chris Rays. Well, there is also a Chris Ray in baseball, so it's like I'm borked either way.
Because I never gave my middle name to people. I was like, oh, I'm Kingston Shane
Isn't it
Jameson.
Clancy?
It's Shane. Clancy.
Yeah, that was Clancy.
No, that's the name of that fucking
He said
dog
Clancy.
in Lassie. Anyway, let's read the names.
You got me suicide.
Suicide.
She pipped it on my pippa, Mr. Gay Man, bring your dick here, then shove it deep in my ear, Mr. Sandman. Smitchy the Kid, that fist that swims up your urethra when you piss. Shannon Sharp's colon falling out on Instagram Live. Ichiban Kasuga. I really want to play a Yakuza game. God damn it.
That pirate one got me fucking excited.
That pirate one looks fucking ridiculous.
They're bullying the fuck out of those poor Hawaiians.
But it's not
That feels
Ichiban, is it?
bad.
It's not Ichiban, right?
No, it's them. It's the Zero crew.
Oh, it is? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
They decided to go to Hawaii and cause trouble.
I like Ichiban a lot. Like he's like, that character's great.
He is one of my favorite characters in the thing because of how silly he
I
is.
didn't ask.
That's crazy. That's interesting. I'm sorry. Sorry. My apologies. Sorry.
Goddamn.
Can you imagine if we were genuinely this dismissive to each other?
Okay. Sorry. Well.
We have to pretend like that's not how we act,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
so that they don't.
Interesting. Raise your hand if you think Chris would kill himself right now.
he's like,
you're not. I'm resounding yes.
A landslide.
And by a landslide victory, this man needs to take his life right now. Watch me make my head disappear. In your chest.
Pushing that hurdle. That's fucking insane. I'm just here so I don't get killed. Asking for breast milk at the restaurant. Fuck it. Star Coffee.
So
Put the
crazy.
mask back in Christmas. My massive cock. Defoe throw. Defoe threw the Defoe threw the pepperoni disc, but Sween rushed to defend with a speed and agility unbecoming of someone so large and oafish. Craig the Canadian, certified Pinkerton, certified Goblins. This guy wrote into fucking Sacred in the most recent episode.
Nice.
It's fucking weird.
What do you say?
I don't
Why am
remember.
I so gay? Help.
It's probably
Help me, I'm gay. Help me.
it's usually something. I feel like they treat this show the overlapping audience treats this show as like they're like the mask is on, and I'm just like gonna say whatever. Like I don't care. I don't even care if I spell things correctly. And then over on Colin's show, they're like,
They're trying to impress
Yeah,
Colin.
they're like-
sipping their wine.
yeah, they're sipping wine. they've got two ties on.
I can't embarrass myself in front of Colin.
Yeah, they're like
They got their dick out rock hard, but they
It's
have
like
a
greetings
tie
and
on.
like greetings and salutations PlayStation Duo. I couldn't help but notice on the and over here it's just like, what happens if gays are fat?
Can they fuck each other's butt when they're fat? I don't get it.
If two fat people fuck, is there an orbit?
It's like, what the fuck?
Serious question.
Serious question. Why is my
All of
dick
it-
bent so hard to the left?
Yeah, why
like
is-
hard.
Why is it 90 degrees?
Why does my dick tip? Why does my dick when it gets hard? Why does it touch the top of my shaft?
What is it
Your
like?
dick looks like a fucking Pomeranian's tail.
Yeah, and all of every
crazy.
word in that question is misspelled also. And then in Collins, like they're using Oxford commas and semicolons. And
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah. They pull out the fucking dictionary.
Colin's like, thank you, question asker.
Yeah, thank you very much.
They come here.
I
this is like
appreciate
the
your
id.
grammar.
This is like the id. Like everybody comes here to just be animals. It's your boy Shawnee D, JoJo, Friendlyhood Neighborhood Sex Offender, Cerberus Agent 267, new gay paramour. Be like gay times.
Yep.
Gonna fuck your butt and get your asshole wide.
Nice.
Gay times. Do you think heaven is segregated? It goes like this: her balls, her dick,
Oh,
her
I
sequin
am a
gloves. She
fucking
tugs my
fat-
nips. The drag show queen is moaning hallelujah.
Nice.
Hallelujah.
Homoluya.
You gotta get some Bob Dylan in here. I want like anytime fucking gay.
Come around, penis, wherever you blow.
I'm
This is-
scared
this
of
is-
myself.
I love all the semen in my big asshole.
Yeah, I said to the doctor when he ran from my hole.
Shut the fuck up.
He said, "What are you doing with gay men?"
For my ass, it is a gaping.
For my hands, it is a gaping.
And you're
That's
crying,
good.
and you're crying,
for
and
my-
you're hearing it and crying.
For my ass, it is a gaping.
is a
Is
gaping.
good. That's good. I will absolutely do that.
You gotta do the fucking
We'll
harmonica.
get a
too.
harmonica and then play. Like
it.
we don't know how to play it. Yo, can we do this? This is a good idea. I love this idea.
I would do that
How much is
shit.
a harmonica?
Oh,
They gotta be cheap,
Didn't
right?
that movie just come out, or is
Yeah,
it
the Bob
coming?
Dylan. We gotta get it.
We gotta get it done.
He's on Saturday Night Live today, like
Bob
tonight.
Dylan himself.
No, Timothy Chalamet. Can you imagine?
I'm like, ew, get
He
out of
never
here.
died.
Hello,
Hey,
fam.
What's going on, guy? What's bracking, my nigga?
What's good, my niggas? Hey,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that'll be good.
My city's gaping. You gotta figure
in
out.
a hole.
I said this a long time ago, and I feel like it's real. I stand by it. He somehow sings on time and off time at the same time. I don't understand it.
I feel like Bob Dylan is
Sure.
like one of the evil characters that has the double voice, but not evil.
All right.
Like, you know, it's like
I don't know enough
fucking-
about double
how
voice.
him is like,
Oh,
It has
like
like a
a
double
like a
voice.
Dragon Ball fusion.
and it's like
Yeah.
you
But
are,
it's the same voice, so you don't notice.
but you can tell there's more than one.
He's
You're
just
like,
slightly loud.
Yeah.
Well, my ass, it is a dripping.
do you think
Better
Gogeta and
start stroking and you jizz in my hole.
Damn.
For my ass, it is a gaping.
This is a story of being gay.
Do you think Vegeto's and Gogeta's thoughts are doubled?
Do I think
Like
Bob
double-
Dylan would survive in Dragon Ball? Of course not.
I thought he would. I thought it'd be like Mr. Satan.
He'd be like
He would be like Mr.
fucking
Satan,
he'd
yeah.
be what's his name Tapion. He would sing to people and he would calm down
So
with the flute, but
I
it's
feel
his
like he would
voice.
stress
wouldn't
people
that
out. when they
enrage
say-
people? I feel like, yeah.
Goku's going Super Saiyan. What's happening? What's happening? Sir, help!
You can get fucking Krillin to somehow go
I
Super
can't see
Saiyan.
myself as that Tim
He has
Chalamet.
the outline of hair.
But that Tim Chalamet, he just strikes me as gay, but he plays me in a movie.
He does a pretty good job. He does a pretty good
gotta move
job.
on.
I don't think there's anything wrong, but I can't help him because I believe in God.
My name is Bob.
I'm scared of the night. I'm scared of the day. I'm scared of everybody. I'm not a big fan of gays.
Johnny Cash scares me because I'm just kind of afraid.
the energy he gives off makes me wish I was
Not gay.
fucking
Amazing skill
I don't know.
on display. This is why we get paid the big bucks.
the day gets scarier.
Shut the fuck up. A former friend recently sent her extremely autistic teenage daughter to school in the Hagao shirt.
They are changing.
I feel like he barks. I feel like he barks for real.
Give me your
He barks like a deaf person would bark. Yo, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You did it. That is crazy. You fucking went for it.
Damn.
I all imagined it.
I didn't do it.
All
You
my
did.
various personalities imagined it. 3XO killing a CEO for bus fare when choosing to walk instead. A former, I like that it's hidden under the.
yeah, it has to be.
Like it's sealed away under a buck.
Of course. What?
What a prick. What a fucking prick.
We gotta invest in like a smaller camera, like a webcam.
Yeah,
to
that's just
kind of go over and like record what we do on the table.
yeah,
Because so for the continuity, some of you may remember I drew a little character
yeah.
last episode. If you want the context, this is Derek's little addition. He just made his nose a penis. I saw you grab the thing. I saw you grab.
Rape.
That looked really convincing.
Rape. Engage.
He's a fucking Voltron. That's fucking
The light up eyes. But one's off kilter.
Do you think heaven is segregated? I read that already. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking, emoticons going like this. A former friend recently sent her autistic
You
daughter.
mean like this?
Drip MH, Lord of all drip. What the fuck? Drip MH, Lord of all drip. Look up my ass. Look up my ass is gay. Ace of Spades parody.
Oh, nice.
By a real online boy.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan should blow me. Waiting for the sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Kremlin the Gremlin.
Here's my impression of getting raped.
Blacks.
Oh my.
Blacks.
Are you saying that was the original version?
Drinking squirrel girl's ass.
But he meant it nothing insidiously at all. He was just like,
Drinking squirrel girl's
So
ass crack
stupid.
sweat. Blitz cornet. Or no, Blitz comet. Saint.
Are you nigger?
he's making that sound with the drum. He's making the guitar riffs with a drum. It's like this guy's a god.
New metal, man.
Sweeney's 4 acres and a mule, or his tooth gap in Lily. Hey, Derek, since you have been to Lithuania, what places would you recommend seeing?
Oh, well,
The plane to leave.
I mean,
I don't know, Marcus Avenue?
to be real, I was mostly just around their capital, Vilnius. So just fucking.
Vilnius?
Well, it depends on how you want to pronounce it, but it looks like kind of like Vilnius.
Sounds like
It's not. It's
sounds
not.
like a
It's not.
fucking Final Fantasy place.
It's not a
That's what they're based
beautiful
off of.
sounding city.
No, it isn't.
Based off my ass.
Final Fantasy is based on
Fucking
Woodlawn in the Bronx.
the part of the Bronx that starts getting better because they're escaping it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And
it's,
Riverside.
It's not. It's,
Riverside?
that whole city's awesome. So basically, you spend some time. There's plenty to see. A lot of old shit too. It's really fucking pretty. So
Yeah.
And
I'd love to go to there and just do a bunch of arson and do fuck shit and then just hate black people.
This-
Like I single-handedly sway them the wrong direction.
Girl, I hated people are staring at me, but for multiple reasons. So it was also big ass holes in my ears. I had a stupid that haircut, that samurai shit at the time, and then all of a sudden I'm short and fucking JoJo's like 5'10" or something. So there's like multiple factors where they're like, "What the fuck? What is it? Hey, can you leave my country?
That's so polite. Excuse me, sorry. Can you leave right now?
I pay for ticket. You will leave real quick, huh?
What is it? Excuse me, Mr. Chocolate Colored Man.
Chocolate man.
No offense. I mean, no rudeness, but leave immediately now.
You know what's crazy?
All right, no problem.
My apologies.
It's a complete aside, but I recently, like when I was home, I was talking to my parents about like just like Yonkers, and they were telling me like where their old furniture store was located, and like they gave me the address, and dude, our home my original apartment was 555 McLean Avenue, which is always a fake. Everybody just assumed it was fake every time I would tell them, like, no, I really do live here.
Yeah.
The apartment was 3D, which also sounded fake, but like their business, their furniture was on 666 East Tremont Avenue.
Come on, man.
How crazy is that? That is insane.
That
a
is-
555 and a 666?
That's also like a Slipknot song. There's a
Yeah.
song called the Heretic Anthem. It's like, if you're 555, then I'm 666.
Yeah.
So it sounds like y'all were like
I
inspired.
promise you, they have never heard a Slipknot song.
You don't know that,
I know
man.
that for sure. My parents have.
They've never heard
I
it.
should have told you this. I forgot to mention this.
Yeah.
When I was home, my dad was like, "Hey, Chris, you ever hear of a band Disturbed?" And I was like, "What is happening?"
Your dad go, ah.
No,
he's like,
he was like, "Hear the sound." They did like a Sound of Silence, and it was really fucking good.
Oh,
and I was
okay,
like,
okay,
"Oh yeah,
okay.
that was like maybe like 9 years ago or something." You found that recently? And it was like, yeah.
That's awesome.
And I was like, did you listen to anything else? And I was like, I looked it up.
It's not for me.
He said, it's not for me. It was so funny.
He heard Down with the Sickness. He was like, what the fuck is this?
Imagine though actually going from The Sound of Silence, that cover, that haunting cover,
Yeah.
to then like,
These are
it
homosexuals.
was so fucking
What if
funny.
you went from that to the fucking the parody? You guys are my friends, right?
That video, I remember when you came over.
So funny.
You came over one of the first times, and you showed that to Lily and I. Lily laughed to the point that she left early because she had a stomach ache and had to leave. I've never seen her laugh like that this is just so fucking crazy.
That's like a Rick and Morty when they do that mouth, when the mouth goes down like that.
I drew added balls to his little face.
He's got to be a ball nose.
He's got a ball nose.
Dude, I love that video so much. And I appreciate my wife that like she'll randomly just start going like, just out of nowhere.
All right. Yeah, so go to Lithuania. I don't know. Legislate 583.
Yeah.
Kings and read this one.
Abababoo, ababao, give it to me.
Top one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
Turtles calling off.
Is that the melody?
1, 2, 3, 4 niggas in the Teen Reaction Turtles living underground niggas. There's your Reaction Turtles.
That?
It's a hell of. That's the 03 one.
Oh, I didn't see the 03 one.
That's the best one.
I only watched.
I didn't see any of them. I didn't like the turtles.
The 03 one is the
I
most
thought they were
famous one.
stupid.
Fearsome
Fighting Teenage Mutant Ninja Homos.
I thought the new movie
They're the
was good, though.
homos in the half shell, and they're gay.
Yeah, Mutant Mayhem.
Oh, with the kid. I like it a lot because they're kids, actually.
Yeah, they're actually teenagers, and I'm like, that's cool. Actually, that's actually like a different. Like, I feel like I'm used to seeing them as like it's almost like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
where they're like,
Yeah,
like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like Master Splinter. What's wrong? They're just like surfer dudes, but they're 30.
Yeah.
So like,
But see that back in the
I like
day,
how little they are. They're like little and silly.
they clocked me though. Like I felt like there's a scene where they're just like being like obnoxiously like from New York. And they're just like, yeah, yo, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Give me Arizona iced tea. And I'm like, fuck me, dude.
Don't forget the Bev. Don't forget the Bev. And I'm like,
that is
oh,
actually
ew.
like coffee light and sweet. It's like, fuck you.
Light and sweet. Oh my
Coffee, light,
god.
and sweet.
Where it's just mostly milk and sugar and barely coffee.
Yeah, it's barely coffee.
Yeah, I only know the old school stuff where I was like, I only understood
Master Splitter, I'm being
Raph
molested by
was-
Shredder.
He was the only one that was like actually from New York. Everyone else didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like in the like live action shit.
yeah.
It was like Raph was like clearly from New York, and all of them were just like, whoa, and then,
Raphael-
what the like he was like angry and agitated.
Time to use my fucking moves.
Raphael exhibited dark skin behavior.
He got so upset when Casey Jones pulls out a cricket bat because he understood like it's so British and it's so infuriating. Like cricket, like he was so mad, and then he pulled out a prick. I was like, I imagine that is like a patriotic New York fucker that's like fuck British people, fuck New England. Like
Casey 30 times and rips him in half.
Casey Anthony Fantano.
Casey Anthony. That's a crazy
Yeah,
name.
it's a
What's
woman
his
who
real name?
reviews.
What's Casey's
It's a
real name?
woman who reviews child murders.
Did you love it?
I'm
Did
thinking
you
a
hate it?
light
What would
5
you
on
rate
this
it?
one.
That's crazy.
Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you
rate
rate
You
it?
rate it?
I'm giving this one a light 6.
I'm getting this murder a light 6.
Light 6, strong 5. Transition.
Stuff like that is really funny, but it's like you can't. You
child
can't
murder
have
is-
that.
What do you
Not
mean?
good.
Casey Anthony Fantano?
Casey Anthony Fantano.
I think it's pretty good.
Fire.
Somebody draw that.
This murder is not good.
This murder, it's not good. He really left every opportunity to be caught. Not even the grave that he dug was mega shallow. Just really shoddy work all around in the production on this thing.
I'm feeling the season to light 4. Transition.
This murder I committed. Decent. Strong
not
to
good.
light 7.
Strong, not good.
Strong, not good.
It's funny. I have that
Dripping
exact
with blood.
explosion effect that he used.
Yeah,
It's just like some random stock thing.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, oh, I need, because I did the Wolfenstein Youngblood video that I did that you did a little bit in. I started off with like this Wolfenstein game. It's not good. I green screened myself in front of his like background, and I had like the red flannel.
Yeah.
And I just like I knew that there needed to be like an explosion. I was like, oh, let me get the explosion. Then I got it, and then I realized like on the edit, it's the exact same explosion.
one. Boom. Nice.
Oh man. Anyway, Don Tuckerson. Oh, this is gonna be a colon joke, but the cunt's done killed in the same fucking episode. Gate 6, biblically accurate. P Diddy. PP. Is there anything else you guys want me to draw? I can take requests. What should you draw?
I mean, I really want some. I want some pizza time or something.
Yeah,
man.
give us a pizza time. Your own interpretation. Don't let your own interpretation flow. We've seen a lot of the pizza Green Goblin thing.
Yeah.
Try maybe like a pizza Green Goblin thing from the comics or something, you know?
Yeah.
Your own interpretation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking whatever.
When
I
my
regret not getting a
niggas
scumbag
under
to. Go grab it.
attack.
Hey, my dad used to punish me by publicly embarrassing me with tard speak too. Me be fishy. I sucked off Destiny and all I got was this lousy AIDS. Forcing my family to watch Guptil 89's top 10 hottest Sonic female characters on Christmas. John Strickland, Mercs 1889, Telecasterbator. Keep going, boys. I'm almost there. The first Church of Keith David present the JOI Rogan experience. Joy Rogan experience. I lost. I can't believe you actually called the last episode Joe Rogan.
The Joe Rogan.
I wasn't expecting that.
2.
Is that the one that we recorded?
That was
in
the
person,
last.
or?
That was the last remote one.
Oh, the last one. All right. The first Church of Keith David. I read that already. I lost my virginity to a goth girl I met on VR chat.
God! Fucking Marvel Rivals. Sorry,
What?
bro.
You haven't seen that yet?
No. Doctor Strange is whipping fucking Black Panther.
Who's watching?
Loki.
Look, just going.
Then Loki transforms him and helps him whip him.
That's crazy.
This one.
Our Rivals is good, man.
I mean,
It's a really fun fucking game.
They're getting me into the shit that I'm seeing, the sex
play
stuff
it,
and then the slavery shit.
Just play, dude.
We don't play competitive. We
play to
just
fuck around?
we just fuck around.
I'll
We
download.
just tell each other jokes pretty much.
I'll download it
It's
when I get
literally just
home.
a stand-up session.
I'll download when I get home. Let me know when you guys jump on, and I'll try to.
I'll join you. I'll send you an invite to the Discord.
All right.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, we have friend Discords. What about you
I
guys?
literally
And we know each other
only-
in person too. You guys are you guys in the area are fucking lame and
Holy shit,
stupid and
relax.
dumb.
But
Anyway.
we love you. We love your money.
Keep paying me, nigga.
Anyway, we were yeah, like dude, there's quests and shit in that game and like all sorts. I literally don't do anything but jump into quick play as Spider-Man. I have not logged into. I have not even scrolled to the other like tabs.
Yeah.
At
Oh
all.
my god, you're not even getting the. Oh, you don't have the battle pass with that.
I'm not gonna buy the battle pass. I'm getting a free good game. Like, why the fuck would I pay for it?
Do
It's
people
insane.
do shit like this in Fortnite? Because I haven't seen that.
What,
I'm
Fortnite?
sure they.
Oh god.
Well, yeah, they had to get rid of the fucking whip emote. Remember?
Is MLK actually in Fortnite? Is that real? Was he
They had an
actually-
MLK event where they, which is insane, but they had like they had like his "I Have a Dream" speech or something, and everybody was just doing the whip, the Wonder Woman whip.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, just crazy.
That's funny.
I think that's pretty funny.
I mean, yeah.
But you know what's funny about
Yeah.
that is that like that's his attack. They can't do anything about that. Also, they're a Chinese company. They don't care.
yeah. They,
They care less.
They
They're like,
care
yeah,
at all.
we didn't want to have him in the game in the first place.
They're gonna put on the fucking front page of their
We
Chinese
modeled
newspaper.
Squirrel Girl's pussy underneath her clothes. We don't care about it.
That's fire.
I don't know if that's true actually.
Big
It
fire.
probably is.
I think I did see it though.
It probably is true.
Huge flame.
I appreciate when developers do that, though.
Yeah.
I really do. They add assholes too.
Yeah.
Modeled her asshole and what her shit would look like.
Yeah.
And it's photorealistic while the rest of the game is cel shaded.
That,
It's like that Mario.
Yes, the Mario with the
With,
photo
like, the gaping
the
realistic
gaping
ass.
ass, and it's a realistic gaping ass. Yeah.
I send that to every like there are people.
Whenever someone gets me mad, I send that to them for real.
I send that to people when I think they're just being like stupid and annoyed.
That's a good one.
One of these days, Kingston. One of these days, bang zoom out your colon. I lost my virginity to a goth girl I met on VR chat. Pre-Roz, Chris. Just look at Sween and yell "fuck you." Blake 896. Who do you think you are? I am the Bosnian tummy tickler. Every time I see tummy tickler, I want to say Timmy Turner. Do you think Brian Thompson's last words was "wah"? Squidward moaning with the cadence of his laugh. Alaskan oilfield trash. Kazuhira the racial pain Hurricane Miller. Texas tater salad. Littlefoot Unchained. Monster Sween is just Etrigan. I don't know who that is. Nikki Ziggy. 55 Shades of Gay. Dom, the giant worm's colon fell out. Squirtward sucking his own nose. Whoopsifer Goldberg, menacingly. Preheated toast. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly brave. Dog, the colon hunter. Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Orange Man, Hunter. Nay from Memphis 1. And rounding out our list as always, the king
of haphazard.
of haphazard.
Gone, the form of blacks. Excuse me while I have an asthma attack.
Excuse me. I'm dying inside.
Bars, man.
What can I say? I'm talented.
You all right there?
All right.
Nah.
All right, bye.